So this is the fourth episode of the Average Podcast. I have no idea what I'm going to talk about the next time I record it, but today it's all about mods, and I'm joined by Smokey, Sanjay, and Tally. They all have a part in creating mods. Unfortunately, we can't get the main man himself, Wisp, who has done a lot for this community. Him and Tukis, both those guys. Without them, a lot of this stuff would not be here. So
for sure.
We're just going to be talking about the history of the mods, like where it began, because I remember someone named Skate Stuff was modding Skate 3 back in like 2015, 2016 on console. Tally, you said you knew someone else that was modding on console?
Oh my God.
Yeah, there was somebody on YouTube. His name was ND. And that was like the first menu I had seen, and it just blew my mind. I was like, oh, finally, after all these years, somebody's tapping into modding Skate 3, and it was pretty cool to see. And I think that was in 2015 as well.
What kind of mods?
Sure. He just had ollie height, field of view, like remove shadows. It was very bare bones of what you could get back then on console just by randomly searching through for stuff.
Yeah, I remember.
It's really difficult.
I remember we all wanted a mod to remove the LS show and replay, so it can actually have clean replays.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to Skate Stuff. He goes, "Yeah, I found it. Now here's a side effect: you can't have any leaves on your trees." And he showed me a barren wasteland of university.
Oh man,
I don't know what he found, but it removed all the leaves. It's just naked ass trees everywhere.
I was actually trying to make a mod where it would it just made your game run better, and that was one of the things I had was removing trees, but it didn't affect the L3. I don't remember it affecting that though.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you removed like an address for alphas. Maybe no.
I don't know. He found something that happened to be connected. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, when you start modding Skate 3 and you really start digging into memory, there's some really weird, funny stuff that can happen. Sometimes it doesn't even make sense what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So all these early mods,
the weird stuff that's fun. You know what I mean?
All these early mods are like memory related, so it's just overwriting, telling it to do something else that it was not meant to do, or just changing a value. So
yeah.
The history so far begins with memory modding, and my first on console, but for majority of people, including myself, was on emulator on RPCS3 in like 2020 through a cheat table that I believe Wisp put together. Maybe I don't know who helped him on that one. You know, Tally?
I think that would have been Madman.
I honestly did not realize that.
Yeah, that would have been Madman and Lemons, and then maybe some other early people that by the time I had joined, were already gone. Matt came after like me, like way later.
Okay. But yeah, all the things in the cheat table. I made a video about me messing around with it, but yeah, ollie height, speed, changing the height of pedestrians.
Yeah.
The gravity and all that. Oh man.
Yeah.
Really early stuff.
And then after that, what came after like cheat table stuff, really?
That was when he made the Skate 3 menu.
Oh,
he made the Skate 3 menu, and then there was a lot more things that happened with cheat tables, and then eventually the park editor tool.
So people wouldn't have to download Cheat Engine. They could instead just use a native menu and change all the stuff on there.
But first it was the Skate 3 menu, and then the native menu.
Oh yeah, the Skate 3 menu. That's right.
Purple, the really cool purple.
Yeah,
yeah.
Awesome.
I remember. I'm like, I already have a cheat table. I don't need that.
I still see YouTubers to this day that use that menu. This day. No, it's like I leave a comment every time. It's like, bro, get on game right now. There's the native menu. It's a million times.
There's still people. The amount of people I remember seeing, like even last year, talking about that menu in the modding server.
There's tickets asking. Like I think there was just like 6 months ago, somebody made a ticket asking for it. It's like, no, dude, we don't.
No.
That's not
old news. Old news. So yeah, we had those menus, and then we had the native menu, which was really, you didn't have to alt tab anymore. You could just open it up with controller button inputs.
That's so cool that they can
And
do
what
that.
made it the native menu was it actually opened up a real menu in game.
Yes.
That Wisp cooked up, and it was
It-
really awesome that it's actually built in.
That's such a big brain move too, because he uses the disconnect controller screen to insert that menu in there.
And it's even crazier than that because that is the only menu in the game that it's interactable with, like your D-pad up and down and stuff. So he was able to like add actual buttons in there. Like it's really cool how he was able to do it. But it's the only menu in game that can do that.
It makes no sense at all that should be the menu that you can do up and down.
You're right, because there's nothing to select in there, but for some reason you could.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just really cool that it worked like that. It's such an really glad he found that, because then we wouldn't have the native menu.
No. And then you said the park building stuff.
Yep, the park editor tool.
The park editor being able to place any skate park objects within Living World.
Any district, in the districts, and
that's how
we thought that was going to be like a huge game changer, but it didn't actually get used as often as we thought it was going to be.
I think it crashed a lot.
I think a lot of people used it off of like not YouTube and stuff, not sharing it, because like, dude, I played that a ton. Like I made some mega ramp stuff in like downtown and stuff. Yeah, that was good. That was fun.
You just never released them then. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm guessing there was quite a few people like you then. Yeah.
Because it's like, you gotta remember, like Skate 3 is like it's like a game that, you know, everyone's loved and played, but it's very like, I don't know, a lot of people didn't play online very much like me.
And you enjoy it by yourself like I did.
Yeah, exactly. So like you just have fun with yourself, yeah.
Another cool thing about the park editor tool that a lot of people didn't realize was you could make a park, save it, and then put the save onto your console, and then actually upload it to like the server, the EA server, and other people could download it. And just as long as you knew how to open up and load the map, it would work. And you could even get it to work online with your friends, which is
I did not know that.
I actually didn't know that either.
You guys didn't know that?
I didn't experiment that much with it.
It's just hard to get, because both people have to have the park, and then both people have to load it the exact same way, and then both spawn it to an online challenge.
You both have to not crash as well.
Well, actually, I don't think I had any friends that actually tried that, to be honest.
Yeah, but it does work. We've played them online. Me and Ulf. Ulf is another person who's modded the game a lot.
He's very console focused on that side.
He's done a lot of the him and Jeremy did the Xbox 360 menu, which is really has its own special features that even the emulator doesn't have.
No, they like find stuff and like, oh, this is good, and they just add it.
Yeah.
So after the park building came, what was it? The CFS, the custom textures.
Yeah, there was more custom texture stuff going on because GH Fear had released all of his videos, and then we were able to
oh my god, no,
unpack the game.
Before,
so like textures.
Yeah, so before Sam made the tool to just, the paint bucket tool and all that, you had to fucking hex edit. You had to hex edit your own textures.
Yep. I remember that. Yeah.
That's how my textures to this day that I use on emulator are done through hex editing. I haven't gone back and tried to update them at all.
Yeah, you can't go to Ediskator because they'll go away.
Was there no easy way to do it?
No, they are. No. You don't. They don't go away. No, that's just for I forget what it's for. It's a custom logos, right? Because I'm able to go into
that
Ediskator.
was for custom logos. Yep, you're right.
Is that because you're like injecting it at runtime into the memory?
Like, I don't know what exactly you're copy pasting, but you're copy pasting some hex edit byte that he told you like where to find it, and you copy that and you paste it, overwrite the PSG file, basically.
Yeah. Okay, it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all you're doing. It's like taking the color inputs.
Now, really, just manually.
Yeah,
sorry, automatically.
Dude, no, I don't understand how you read hex edit stuff like that. Like, yeah, so it's from this line to this line. I'm like, how do you know that?
Yeah, that's even me. I struggle to.
He goes, it should begin with this certain hex code. And I'm like, oh my god. And then having to. I've never seen any other game do this. When you want to change a texture that's like dynamic motion and movement, so like clothing and such, it has to be at a low opacity.
Yeah, I don't get that either. I really don't understand that.
Never seen any other game do that.
No, me neither.
if you keep it based, it's just a glowing, beautiful mess.
It's like but it's so strange because you would think that would be handled by the game and not the texture. It's weird.
I think it's because there's a dirty texture above it, and so there's
no. So... This might just be how PlayStation. No, not PlayStation. Because I remember using the RPCS, the PS2 emulator, PCSX2, doing the texture dumping, and I wanted to grab character clothing from SSX3, and they did the exact same thing. It was a very low opacity, so I want to say that was just EA's method of doing games.
The renderware thing.
Yeah, renderware thing.
For like maybe it's for like the dirt and stuff, but then everything was right.
Yeah, it was just for stuff that was moving. So like ground and walls and such would just be full opacity, but like character movement stuff would be low.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I honestly don't know. That's so weird. Yeah, I've never understood that myself.
Yeah, it might be just a renderware thing.
Yeah, probably. Some weird thing.
So with the custom textures, we were able to get custom logos. So this is all still done through emulator, no connecting to online. Yep. You can just add it. I don't understand how that works. I still don't understand how that works to this day. You just tell your save file like, oh, I have 4 slots, and here it is.
Well, you have to have a game save that already has 4 slots because we couldn't. I don't think Wisp found a way to like just add slots to a game save, so you had to have one with already 4 slots, and then from there, I don't actually know how they modified them.
How would they get around that thing? The check in the saves, you know, like what do they call it?
Checksum.
Yeah, how the hell do they get past that? Do they know how to do that?
Well, if you're modifying in memory before you save the game, right? Yeah, and then the checksum happens after you've already made the edit, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
so checksum just makes sense after that.
Yeah, this is all still local mods. Wait, when did we get the access to the actual servers so we upload our own? That was
just a couple of years ago when Wisp started.
Actually, no. I remember. Hold on a second. I remember this was in 2021 because I remember playing Cold War Zombies at the time, where you guys got modded skaters, and there was like
all the glowing skaters and stuff. Right?
Yeah, the glowing skate. This is actually online too because I remember playing Cold War. Kenny's in the VC with him, and he goes, "What am I looking at?" And I'm like, "What?" He shares the screen, and someone's completely green.
Those had to have been a trip to see for the first time.
It was around that
but
time.
Yeah, the game already has like glowing values in the memory, so once you just find them, it saves to the game save. Like we don't have to do anything extra. You just have to change the value, and the game saves it itself.
Yeah, which is it's pretty wild that other people could see that.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's using
and it was on console too.
Yeah, actually, and that kind of makes sense because I remember when servers were like kind of wonky for Skate 3 in like 2015, and everyone's custom logos went away, and so a lot of people were just had the default deck on because their logo went away. But I used an in-game logo for my colored deck, and I still kept my color on.
Oh, that's good.
So that was rare at the time then. That's crazy. Yeah, like that's mad.
And so I think that's kind of why that makes sense as to why other people could see it, because it's just in-game textures just being fucking stretched and glowed out and all that.
Yeah.
And to this day, glowing skaters, bro. Oh my god, it's like it's a cycle of history because like I view glowing skaters how we view now jerseys back in the day. Remember jerseys?
Oh man, jerseys, dude. I haven't even thought of that in a minute, dude.
That's how I view them. I think they're like really cheesy. Like
yeah, glowing, definitely cheesy. But now you can make real good jerseys.
You can actually make jerseys, right?
Yeah.
But no,
because they were all like so low textured, and they looked like, I don't know, kids made them. Like kids got a hold of your shirt and drew all over them.
Yeah.
You know, but for the time though, that stuff was pretty like
it was sick at the time.
And that's like the maximum you can do. That's tight. But
Yeah.
Stuff changes.
Like the red hands. Like I don't even know how they did.
Oh
that.
yeah, like the gloves people.
Oh, the
were
gloves.
getting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still not a big fan of the gloves.
It is a little weird that
Well,
you're
now we can
giving up
make
your butt.
better gloves.
No, you can't. Okay. So yeah, we got the custom textures, able to make your character look like Shrek. Like, I mean, like this is before we had what we have now. Like, someone was trying to like change like the body size of something, and I swear to God, this character, this picture that I've seen is someone who looks like a fucking tank. Like, I don't know what they did. It looks so messed up, but he looks like he's a tank. Just
what? What, like a vehicle tank?
No, it's just how the character's like meshes was stretched
dude,
out.
Like,
it was just stretched out in a way that looked like a tank.
When I was streaming,
oh my
that
God,
guy joined.
This is the funniest clip that you've ever done.
I was streaming, this guy randomly joined, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And I started running away, like scared, pretending. I turn around, and this big monster model, online, of course, on console, is coming towards me through the monitor, and I scream at the top of my lungs, like high pitch.
I have to see this clip.
Yo, it's amazing. It's a perfectly cut scream moment. You go, ah!
Wait, was it the big like square character? Because if you like change your body size too much, like too large, it would just turn into a giant square. Was that what you were talking about?
It looks like a burger. I have the clip here because I've unlisted.
I want to see this, bro. I need to see
gotta,
so some massive love handles is what we're talking.
Yes, I have the link here because I unlisted it.
It's the way he just screams at the end is like, dude, this like back then perfectly cut screams was like popping off on Twitter, and I was like, bro, if this clip managed to get on Twitter, it would have been amazing.
Dude, that's crazy, bro.
That's so funny.
Dude, what's that thing? Oh my God, the end. Yo, bro, that's really funny. Oh my God.
See, with the glowing skaters,
he's chasing you as well.
Yeah,
he's actually chasing you.
With the glowing skaters, we had the idea of using them as green screens. I thought of it of myself, but immediately other people thought of it too. So it's not something like creative, but that was.
So that character is the green screen. So that is the.
Oh yeah, that's what. Yeah. You make your character all green and then OBS.
I had a
keyframe.
I had a friend, Donkey. No, what was his name?
Donkey Sweat.
J-Dog. He helped me like make so many things. He was the model guy too. He was the skater.p guy. He was the modding guy. I went through him to get all my stuff. It was really cool because he was going through the Xenia process where you have to do it through the emulator and then you make that skater.p and then throw it into the game for it to actually show up. Like he would do the hex editing and he would do all the modeling. I mean the weird model like stuff to make it like all like a hamburger right there. I don't know who did that. I forgot who that was, but that was a good time, dude. The glowing skaters was such an era.
Yeah. I heard there was people trying to gatekeep the glowing skaters as well when they first
I remember that.
Man.
I remember that.
Like, I mean, maybe it would have helped a little bit in the longevity of glowing skaters, but geez, to try and gatekeep that is crazy.
It's just not even pleasing to look at. Like I genuinely got migraines after playing it,
especially in
like
replay
3 hours.
Oh man!
Oh my God!
Actually, we found
sun glare.
There is a method to get rid of the glare in replay.
Oh, that's right. The alphas, the fucking
Go into the settings. I don't know how fucking Synth found that shit. He found it. With all combinations you can do in that replay editor, somehow found the method. Although your gameplay does look slightly darker, but it's worth it though.
Yeah.
All right. So then after we got custom textures. That's
custom text. Well, I guess we kind of worked on the skater editors tools and stuff.
Make them more accessible. Oh yeah.
Yeah, making things more accessible. Yeah. Just making custom skaters.
Yeah, make custom skate. Yeah, okay, yeah.
And then textures, yeah, I would say.
Yeah. So just like make your chin really big, your eyes bulge out.
Your eyelashes like swish in the wind.
Yeah,
just massive eyes.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, I remember some of those, man.
Yeah, there's some scary things you can do.
Oh yeah, wait, why is there
the curse?
The Hello Kitty skater, bro? Why was that so popular?
Why was it?
I don't know.
Ugly. It was so ugly.
It got to a point where people were asking for the Hello Kitty skater in tickets. Like they were making tickets to try and get a Hello Kitty skater from. It's like we don't even know where that's at. We don't even have it here. The only thing we ended up having was the anti Hello Kitty skater, which had a Hello Kitty. It was basically the exact same skater, except it just had a X through the Hello Kitty logo. That was the only difference. We didn't have the original though. No idea where that was.
So okay, so the thing is that we have all this stuff, but it's all put on the server, the Discord server, in which it's all on Mediafire links, and I'm just trying to promote like the modding in general, and I'm just like, where's the GitHub stuff? And I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't.
Yeah,
I'm just the messenger.
I've even started using GitHub now. To be fair,
everything will eventually be on GitHub. It's just when things are being worked on all the time, it's hard.
Yeah, they change so fast.
So
fast, dude. It's a hell of a like. Just a pump.
You have to add it to your workflow of also updating the GitHub. So to some people, it gets kind of annoying to update their GitHub.
Yeah. Like I just have backups on my desktop, and then like I'll only really push to a GitHub if Sam wants it, for instance, or someone wants to add to it. Like I'll do it.
It's also like very embarrassing if you like throw it into a GitHub and then you've used ChatGPT, because people that know what they're looking at.
They just see codex.
This is AI mess.
Push,
because it has like those in parentheses what it does. Nobody does that. Nobody. They can just read what it does and you'll know. So that's why I never even put it in a GitHub. Plus, Wisp's thing was like by itself.
But I just feel like I sometimes feel like it bloats my workflow a little bit.
It's like you're lagging behind. You feel like, so you'd rather just have the tool at exe compiled, ready to go, no dependencies needed, no source to have to keep updating.
Yeah, like if I need to change something, I can just drag it from one folder to another. It's great. Yeah.
A lot of these mods are also Windows only, so people on Linux or Mac are just you're kind of behind.
The Wine can do a lot, but it can't do so many, like the native menu. But there's
that
things
stuff's just not possible.
Yeah, like the things like editing the files easily, but like the actual like cheat engine stuff, like getting the that just won't work on Linux. So
that's for people who don't know, like on emulator, like using cheat engine on emulator is like way different than using cheat engine on like a PC game and making your own custom like cheat engine scripts for it. The methods we have to use are like really stupid, so it's just not possible to make one that appeases every machine, every CPU, every GPU, every.
I was going to mention that was that
OS
when trying to help Smokey with that comp menu. We'll get to that later. It's like, oh yeah, this works for Intel CPUs and this one works for AMD CPUs. I'm like, why is that a difference?
Yeah,
it is very strange.
It's all because of it being on emulator. That's the whole issue.
Yeah, it was like the disappearing object. Only one AMD has 8 functions you need to know, when Intel has 6 that need a note. So AMD will always get it done. Intel will almost get it done.
Almost.
It's like so weird. And I would have to like ask you with an Intel, like, hey, look at this function for me. What else writes to that function that I can know? It's like, I don't have that. I can't do it. So it's like an AMD only native menu.
Well, now that I've switched to AMD, I can't help you with that.
Right?
Yeah.
You got Intel Tally?
Yeah, I got Intel.
Okay. Making sure.
I didn't, and it took us a long time. It was like really far into native menus like journey when we actually found out like, oh, Yeah, depending on your CPU, like this just might not work. So Wisp had to like get people testing it.
Oh, that's right. Oh my god, because my shit went for the
my cheat tables worked for you, Sai, but like other shit wouldn't work for you. I remember like you using some of my cheat tables really early on.
Okay, so that was some weird stuff. It was more so that the byte that, so for me, I had it perfectly down to where it was like, okay, I have my no air timer and my speed cap disabled, so I can hit really far ass gaps in the game. And then one day they just stopped working, and then you're telling me was like, oh yeah, so that function to disable like no air timer speed cap, that could just get moved to a different address and eventually cycle back the next time you open up your game.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that can just cycle through different positions in memory until it eventually just ends up back where it was supposed to be.
I remember I had to set up specifically, like, okay, here's speed cap 1 and speed cap 2, depending on what you know.
I had those too. I had to make those for myself. Another thing was like, depending on what you did in game, could also rearrange the memory. So like, if you went into like a custom park and opened up Edit Park, right, that would like shift a ton of memory around for no reason. It would just completely break everything.
Yeah, dude, there's some crazy stuff. People do that with other games to like trigger like credit scenes to have like speed runs, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like it's like on Ocarina of Time's a good example. Like it's very odd.
Arbitrary code execution in Skate 3. What can we do?
I always thought that maybe with the replay editor glitch that maybe there was something for that, like
warping.
But that just causes too many crashes. It's too unstable.
What's the replay editor glitch?
So if you have your whole replay list filled up, right?
Yeah.
And you go and watch one of those replays and then try and save it, since you're all full, for whatever reason, that replay overwrites your game's memory of like your character's clothing, the park you're in, and a bunch of other things it'll overwrite because it's defaulting to that video, the stuff that exists in that video. So it's just it doesn't write your original stuff back properly.
If you try to like save or something like that, it crashes.
That's so weird. I never knew that.
But that's how you can get into parks too.
That's how you steal parks.
We could have used that. Maybe
you stole parks doing that. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you can steal.
That's how people stole skate parks and uploaded them themselves.
Stuff that was like gate kept, you steal so easily.
Yeah, you just get into the parks, they have a replay.
That's
how good.
That's how Carvatron has like one of my parks. It's one that I've never landed before. It's a hippie flip. It's like one of the coolest things I wish I could get, but I've never hit it. But I let him see it one day, and I told him not to save the park, but his ass still did it. But now, since he actually saved it years later, this was like a couple of months ago, I asked him for it, and he actually had the park, so I was able to get it onto emulator now, so I could go for it again.
I remember that. That was an insane like. You got it.
So now, now I have it back because it's gone on my console. It's gone. So now I have it. So it's sick.
Hell yeah.
Now,
thanks,
in between all this,
shout out.
Was like, yeah, Carvatron's the best. In between all this was like Tukas, man. He made so many.
Oh my god! Wait, I remember. So there's the one thing that Tukas did that no one really ever messes with, and that's adding video files to the game.
Oh,
you remember that? He has he's got the Rickroll playing over gameplay.
And like, guys, this isn't like some random screen he's bringing up. He's literally loading any video he wants into the actual game. It's like
in front of you, your character.
It goes over the HUD goes over the video.
It's amazing.
And obviously there's no use for it, but it's pretty funny that's a thing.
I should have asked for that. I could have put that in the native menu for like the April Fool's Day.
April Fool's Day, just Rickroll.
Chaos mod.
Yeah. Chaos mod.
Do this. This is so crazy.
Just have like a jump scare.
Yes, exactly.
No, I would get scared by it.
Did it have an issue? I don't think it played audio. I think that was the issue.
It didn't play audio.
Oh,
the scary maze fucking.
No, that shit haunted my dreams, bro. Dude, that face, I can see it now. Like, it's horrendous.
It is a very memorable.
I hate it, dude. I got like I can proper visualize it in my head. Now it's scaring me.
Every time you mention scary maze, I think about the guy that pissed his pants.
What?
He punches the monitor.
Yes. That video is like 18 years old now. That's crazy.
Dude,
and he screams really loud, and then punches his fucking monitor.
And then he's shaking his hands in front of his face. I remember that vividly.
Yeah, dude, that when I first had it happen to me, I had the same reaction without the pissing myself and the monitor punching. I was terrified, dude. I honestly, dude, that scares me horrendously to this day.
Yeah, so does that mean you're not adding it to the chaos mod?
No, definitely not. Do you remember that one? There was that video as well. And it was like a green room. It was called Rocking Chair.
No.
Do you remember that? Mm-mm. Oh, dude, it's the same sort of vibe. It was terrifying. But yeah, I shouldn't have said that's my fear because that's gonna get me in trouble.
Somebody's I'm already plotting against you.
in a custom map, the PNG of it, just when you spawn in.
Just get jump scared straight off the bat. Oh my god.
Okay, you're just sitting there customizing your character and then bam!
He's just right there. Oh my god, that's scary. But yeah, that's great. I didn't know you could do that. That's really cool.
Yeah. So speaking of Tuka's tools, he managed to make a way to actually change textures in level, not just on your character.
Yeah, even a reload button too.
A reload button, and then the PSF packing tool thing. Whatever.
Very complicated.
So useful. Oh, dude, we're getting into the the stuff now that's made everything possible.
And then he also has custom text too.
Yeah,
the font, the custom fonts, skies.
Yeah,
the box.
And then I guess so we had the I guess it's more user friendly, CFS tool maker thing, the paint bucket thing, and all that, the loader, the thing that Sam worked on. But then we have a thing from Tukis that's kind of more of a universal thing because now people are. It took a while. I mean, the tool was there, but people are now making their own UI, coloring it differently,
everything,
changing the start menu.
He loved that tool, the PSG to DDS thing. That was everybody's favorite.
Thing.
So good. That's about where I started coming in and seeing stuff. Yeah, that was.
The thing is, that tool's been around for 2 years now, and then it's just finally this year people started oh wait, we can do that.
You can change literally anything. Literally anything.
I know, man. I was doing my I started with I was changing I was retexturing University to Wind Waker.
Yes.
And I was just obsessively using the PSF tool and PSG tool for hours a day. It was great. That was so good. It was so good.
I remember when you first started posting your pictures, I was just like, who is this dude right now?
Awesome. I didn't know if this whole shit had been done, man. So
there was this one guy. What was his name? Dragon Slayer. What's his name? Was that his name? Because he
Dragon Slayer,
right. He tried to make a Tron. Right. He tried to make Tron Mega Park,
and he worked on it and worked on it. He put a bunch of work, and then all of a sudden he was gone.
Yeah, he just left.
He hasn't been around since.
It's been over a year. He just left, and then you came around. I'm like, oh, is this another Dragon Slayer situation? He's gonna pop in, show us Wind Waker stuff, and then leave.
Not even release it. That's what I thought too.
Yeah, I thought about it, dude. I was like, this ain't gonna get no one's gonna care right now. Yeah, and Smokey's doing it.
I'm literally doing the same thing Sanjay did. Not release the map.
I only stopped because there was no models. I was like, I can't. I didn't want to be I wanted to be Link, man.
Yeah.
It was so limiting, but it was so freeing too.
And now you're working more and more shit. You're not. Are you ever even going to go back to that project, the Wind Waker?
I might do it, dude. But what's the point? I guess you can literally make the actual Wind Waker now. So it's
Okay, we're jumping a little too far.
True.
Yeah. We'll take that.
because I remember when we figured out back in the whole UI thing. I remember Smokey and I figured out, wait, we could swap out PS buttons for Xbox buttons.
That was it. And then that led us to doing every Tukas tool.
Yeah.
And that's when we learned.
Tukas has made some
that he should never make a readme.
Following his readmes were complicated. There was like crucial steps missing. we had to get GH in the call to help us.
It was with the font tool. It was the BMP font tool, and it just wasn't. We didn't understand the right setting, but he knew exactly, and he helped.
Oh my god!
It was right. You're right. It was like, why do we not have an Xbox button overlay? Like, why do we not have that? And so we were like, let's just do that. And so Cypress gave me the textures from the actual Xenia, and then we just put those PNGs onto those PSGs.
Done.
I think this is when me and you started talking, Smokey, was around this time. This is when we met.
That was when I learned about your cheat engine like fanatic.
Because awesome. I remember there was this one moment where this guy in the modding server was like, "Is there a way I can get Xbox buttons on my PlayStation stuff?" And then this one other random person goes, "No, you can't, bro." And I'm like, "Actually, you can." And then because we had this whole extra tab, and I'm like, "It's right here." And he's like, "No way."
Oh man, I remember Madman got mad at me because I was like not detailing how to install it, so he kept getting like DMs. I'm like, dude, this is like hard to install. How do I do it? And Madman was like, you need to detail your extras a lot better next time. Like, this is ridiculous.
That channel slept on, man. When I discovered that channel, oh my god,
the extras tab.
Honestly, extras where everything was. My comp native menu was
so
right
good,
there.
Dude. Someone recently uploaded
that channel wasn't even meant for that, by the way.
It wasn't.
What was extra supposed to be?
I don't know. It was made by Wanted, who used to be like one of the moderators in the community. He basically set up like all the bots we have, all the channels and shit. But he made the channel. I don't remember what the idea was for extras, but then one day I just slapped in like one of my cheat tables, and then somebody slapped in theirs, and then so it just became like an extras like mods that weren't official, but that you could still use, and it was
it's
I
good
think
because like, it might be something that's broken, but it works sometimes. So it's like
right.
Yeah, stick it in there, you know?
Especially, I know that really helps with when it came to making custom textures of your own, because someone got an opacity thing to raise up the opacity shit so you could clearly see what you're working on.
People were making like tons of tools.
There's like they got the database for it. Like your custom textures, not custom, like the default textures for your skaters, like all broken down to your shoes, your shirts, your hoodies, all that in there. Mediafire link. It's really helpful.
Yeah, I've still got that, and it's like all of the textures and stuff, but like fully opaque.
Yeah,
I think I've got it. Yeah, I have got it actually. Yeah, that was useful.
So much stuff that's useful in it, but it's like all crowded. That's like the one bad part about it. It's so crowded.
Yeah.
In the whole server, I honestly kept announcements on like the actual notifications on extras, because that's where all the gold was.
That's me too. Me too.
Because general was a mess, you know. Like
I also had to watch it constantly because you're not supposed to talk in there, and so I'd have to delete conversations people are having in there. But
no, for the longest time, what happened was for the longest time, I thought it was only allowed for like you guys, the people that actually had like like modder role or whatever the fuck, could post in there, because the general public couldn't. And then I told you about it, you're like, what, you couldn't? I'm like, yeah, I can't.
Well, it wasn't always like that. I think Madman or somebody got sick of deleting conversations in there, so they just removed everybody's permissions, and then I had to add them back. But because it was for everybody to upload into at one point.
It was just
I remember asking, am I allowed to? Because I was scared to. Am I allowed to put my comp native in here?
You should add a new tab to it for maps and stuff, I think.
You know what I realized we kind of went over was the lost models within Skate 3, like Big Black. Skate 2, Rob Dyrdek.
Yeah, that's true.
Skate
that's
2
true.
was in Skate 3. It's just very strange how they kept all that assets in Skate 3.
There's even more that we probably to this day haven't discovered of what's left behind. Because like even more recently, within the last couple of years, somebody even discovered you could do all the like hidden like foot plants, like the dog piss foot plant.
Oh yeah,
even that's still in the game.
That's crazy.
You just have to know how to unlock it.
But then, because what reminded me was Bessie. When When did Ulf find Bessie?
I don't know. That was some years ago, and that was in the demo of the Xbox version, or was it the PlayStation
the demo
version?
of the Skate 1 demo on the EU version specifically.
Demo, okay.
Yeah.
That's Bessie was from SSX, right?
Bessie is Cudmore from SSX.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Bessie has its own lore. Cudmore, yeah.
But Bessie was a playable model in the demo, and then you ported it into Skate 3.
And then now we got that other dude now, haven't we, as well?
We have
LW DLC. We got loads, man. I wonder if there is any more out there. Who knows? Some corrupted files that we can't read.
Corrupted
or something,
files.
Maybe. Wait. What's that one episode of Jimmy Kimmel where there's that?
Oh, Guillermo.
Yeah, there.
The Guillermo model. That's somewhere.
Dig that up. Yeah,
that is somewhere. If anything, we could just make our own Guillermo.
True.
That's true.
Wait, what's this model? What?
So Jimmy, the Jimmy Kimmel show?
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Okay, so he has like this side co-host with him, and they put him into Skate 3 as a promotional tool.
Actually, we're gonna do that.
It was a promotional. It was a promotional episode, like a segment about Skate 3.
Yeah. They did a Jimmy Kimmel Skate 3, and you'll see Guillermo holding to the controller really weird. You see how he's holding the controller?
That episode was lost for a while until Nick dug it up.
Nick found it in the Internet Archive.
Guillermo.
It was all broken up into like 2-minute clips.
Is that the dude that says "Bye, have a wonderful time"? No, it's not the way.
No.
Just type in Jimmy Kimmel Skate 3, you'll find it.
George Lopez.
George Lopez.
At the end, bye, have a wonderful time.
Oh man. Yeah, so we have the Bessie model, and then I swear there was like other stuff. Oh, that's what it was. Being able to put I think this was after Smokey's comp native menu. Because I was thinking about putting marquee skater stuff onto your skater.
That was so similarly.
I think that's like around the same time. I don't even know which one happened first. I think it's just around the same time.
That's when Forza was always trying to do that kind of stuff too. Like
and Wisp was experimenting with it, and it's just super difficult to get it working.
The video's private. Oh wow!
With like the back blings and stuff.
Mm-hmm. I think we're calling it back bling because we're taking Fortnite lingo.
Yeah, backpack, dude. We got the one from Skate 2 because that was like the most compatible one.
Oh, Mike, that's right. We were putting. That's what it was. We put Mike, Sammy. Mike and Sammy were in the game. Yeah, that's right. Because I don't recall ever having Freeway in the game.
No.
Freeway's not in the game. Just weird. No. Joel is a forgotten character in Skate 1. He's never made a return. Joel and Eric. I hate Eric. Speedrunning the game, having to play a game of Skate against Eric. Oh man.
God, dude.
Was he only in Skate 1?
Yeah. My knowledge.
Interesting. Okay.
For some reason, the people who were at Regs were just forgotten, I guess. But yeah, Smokey made his native comp menu.
You want to get into that?
Yeah. Well, when did it?
It all started with a bad computer.
Oh, wait a minute. We didn't. Oh, wait. Actually, we're jumping a little too fast here. We went over Tukis's greatest accomplishment. The Skate 2 map.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
How can we forget that?
When did he start actually working on that? You know that, Tally?
It's been years ago. So it first started off with somebody by the name of Pine Tree, who found out how to get the Skate 2 map running in Skate 3. The problem was the textures were messed up. It was buggy. It was glitchy, and so it stayed dormant for years. And then Tukis came along and started figuring out more about textures and kept figuring things out until he was able to fix all the textures, and then he was able to get the DLCs, the full map. And he spent months and months and hours. I don't even think people understand the amount of time that Tukis spent on getting those working the way they work. it's incredible how those work.
It was so happened to line up that Skate 2's map and how it's built is just very similar to Skate 3.
Yeah, it was only the textures that were really messed up. I mean, Tukis would probably tell you more things that were messed up because I don't know everything what was messed up about it, but.
And I'm pretty sure that the way the load-in had to be made with the native menu because it would replace all of University, and so that's like it was very strange how they had to do it. So they asked, I'm pretty sure Wisp and Tukis and all of them, they just like, and you Tally too, like you guys all like joined forces to make that work, to make the Skate 2 like.
I don't deserve any credit in that at all. Yeah, that's what they did was what Tukis did is beyond fucking me. Like that dude is so smart.
Yeah, you had to use the native menu. Another reason why to switch the native menu if anyone's still on that S3 menu.
Yeah.
You load into the Skate 2 map.
Now, there's another thing we forgot is replacing animations too. We haven't talked about that.
Oh, I think was that around the same time?
It was before. It was during the time Tuka's working on the Skate 2 maps. It was like somewhere in the middle there that Wisp randomly figured out if he just swapped some bytes around, we could just get any animation to play over any other animation, which was crazy.
Oh, that's when the late swapping the late heal and kicks with trays and lasers and whatever trick you wanted.
Even like funnier ones was you could replace the manual animation with like a rocket air, so like your character's doing a rocket air on the ground while on a manual.
That's when and then Gavin found that whole database thing, the
attribulator stuff.
The attribulator stuff, yeah.
That's still being worked on to this day. Gavin and Tukis is working on parts of it. That stuff is really going to open up the doors for
everything.
The future, for everything.
Literally everything.
The attribulator stuff is so important to having true custom Skate 3.
Yeah, they just added impossibles to Skate, and that we can get them eventually if someone knows how to do animations in Skate 3.
Yep, Tukis is working on it. Well, I don't know if he's working on it currently, but he's pretty close with animations.
When you say custom animations, I was thinking more so the gestures you can do in the game.
Gestures would be the ideal ones to modify, unless you wanted to like tweak like how kickflips looked. You probably wouldn't want to add like whole new tricks to the game.
All I'm going to say is like
they're all broken up into smaller
pieces. They have motion captures, dude. There's a reason why they use motion capture.
Couldn't we like kind of tweak the 360 shove for the impossible almost?
You could,
upwards more.
You would have to. So I think a 360 shove is split up into like 3 different parts of the animation. So you have the pop because your character's foot position. Since again they did mocap, right? So the way he does a 360 flip is or a 360 shove is exactly how you do it in real life. So the foot placement for the pop. So that's one animation, and then the 360 shove it itself is another, and then the catching is another animation.
Oh yeah, animations are broken up. They're very stitched together.
Why are they like that? That's so weird.
I'm not.
It's every situation too. You have like ones for like a cycle as well.
Yeah, you have ones that can cycle like kick flips, so like you could get quad kick triple.
Maybe it's so like it could just be more realistic.
It's like, situational.
Between that makes sense.
Yeah.
I remember going through that, and we're like, okay, what does this animation do? Before we had all the names to it, what does this animation do? And Tally found that one of when you're in the water, and it looks like you're pawing, like you're a cat, because you're trying to stay above water.
And you have, unless you like really know the game, like you would have no idea like what some of these animations are. I had one that looked like I was reading a book, but it was you in a bail state, trying to protect your face. I think it was, from the ground.
That's so. I've not seen any of this stuff. I should check that out.
I'll because I have the cheat table for it. I'll show you another time.
Yeah, you should show me that, man. That'd be interesting.
So you can cycle through all the animations.
It's hilarious.
That's crazy.
Side did a little. I think.
Yeah, I covered it in my modding video, I think.
Oh, there's also that manual animation and that guitar animation.
Yes, the lost guitar animation that Gons does in Skate 1.
Yeah, that is still in Skate 3 to this day. You just have to turn it on, and you can fucking do that cool
it's
guitar
wild.
animation.
Yeah, they also break it down by like what pro skaters have like custom animations for like when they do a certain trick.
Yep. And then like Rob Dyrdek's his special push that he has.
Yeah, I call it a stomp push. I swear to God, it looks like he's stomping every time he pushes.
I wonder if they actually mocapped him for that.
They had to have.
Yeah, they had to have. It's way too specific.
Ain't no way. Or Jason Dill's manual and his pushing too.
Yeah, his pushing too, and I think his varial heel flips I think are a little bit different too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, one of the characters do.
I think it's
some weird thing about the characters. Like I can't remember what it was, but like so there was something weird about each pro skater. I can't remember what it was though.
Some of them have like the Gon's tray flip. He has his own special tray flip, which is nowadays just the OG tray flip. But and the Gon's kickflip, which is now the OG kickflip that we have in Skate 3. And what else is there? Oh, there's a different Rocket Air.
Oh yeah.
And what else is there? I think that's it. I wish they had expanded more on different tricks, but that would have been a nightmare for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for some reason they think Jason Dill, like for comp, is like the best.
Is it? I thought just because his push was ass.
Yeah, they liked his. It was like he like plays the fastest. It's very strange how it looks. It just looks fast, but I think it's the exact same like speed.
I think that makes sense because you know, like sometimes if you land in fakie and you're kind of turning while you're in fakie after you do a 180, your character will like look like he's about to push backwards. He like sets up really quick. Yeah, I think his character is really
foot. Yeah, his foot gets really broken. Back to his board faster.
Okay, that's what that is then. Yeah, he sets up a lot faster.
Yeah. But I think fundamentally it's still all the same. Hopefully, I don't think we've ever really tested it. But
playing with frames right here.
Yeah, they all switched to Jason Dill. I don't know. I mean, heck, Vance thought being a girl made your tray faster.
Okay, wait. Okay, this to a little backtrack to get into Smokey's native menu, comp menu. Somewhere in 2021, I believe, Whisk came out with a 1-up mod where you can actually play as your own skater because you can only play as pro skaters.
Oh, true. Yep.
And then he figured out how to overwrite a 1-up, and we were able to actually have. There was the first custom 1-up, which is kind of a custom 1-up, which was 4th round Hawaiian because you can't play Hawaii 5-up on emulator, or I guess on Party Play.
It's just not on Party.
It's just not there.
It's very weird.
And so Wisp made the first ever custom one, which was just 4th round because it's like crowd favorite. It's the fun track portion of it.
I think it was actually Ulf who made one first for it, but it was so bare bones cheat engine only for Zania, and I think Wisp made his own after that.
Yeah.
This is where those coordinates come in. For the Skate 2, like actual challenges, it was so easy. You just drag and like copy and paste those coordinates.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it wasn't a problem when 1-up replacing, because he did name change, he did put the seconds, but the coordinates were basically like baked into when you spawn in is from the other game. So it was like 1-to-1, you know, not custom 1-to-1 like port over. It felt like. And it was really sick the way he did it. So if we want to go to what I did, basically, what happened was I had a kind of like I think a shittier GPU than I have right now. I'm not entirely sure. I think it was like a 1650 Super. I don't remember. My game wasn't running as good as I wanted to, and there was that native menu with the performance mod, and lo and behold, on and off. That's all you could do, and it felt like you could get way more out of it. So I asked, Cypress, like, hey, does Wisp, is that open source? Like, I'm just curious as to what I'm looking at, like, what I could do with it. So I asked Wisp for the native menu source code, and I knew absolutely god nothing. Like I knew nothing at all. I opened it up and I felt a little overwhelmed at first. So I was on call with Wisp asking him all these questions and saying the first thing I wanted to do was just make a bare bones comp only thing. So to get rid of tallies, no false, so no cheating, motorized, take that bitch
Rude.
out. You know, I love you, man, but we don't need.
Don't be cheating and comp.
Which your first iteration had it though, so
right. It wasn't supposed to be a comp menu. That it's named that now.
Okay.
The very first version, it was performance. I swear to God.
Oh yeah, it was a performance mod.
Native menu. It was performance native menu, and then I realized, wow, I went all about this all wrong. I deleted source code when I could have just deleted the fucking buttons off of the goddamn menu itself in the code, not the actual code that causes the buttons to even turn on and stuff, kind of thing.
So no fall is still in there. It's just not active.
Yes, on the first version, it's all in there. It's literally all still in there.
And that sounds like lazy dev type shit. Just
yes,
move
exactly.
it.
That's
just
what I was
move
saying.
it.
You don't want to just throw it into GitHub after you've used ChatGPT or just fucking deleted something. So
yeah, the comp menu being in the people would lose their mind seeing that if they had to try
the first version was mainly just Wisp shit, but just stripped. Like I just stripped things off of it because I was like, God, I don't need animation replacer. I just want to lock in and turn on the native menu, turn performance mode on, and turn 1 or 2 mods on, and that's it. And so I wanted to categorize them, but I didn't know what the hell I was doing. But we're getting a little too far ahead. Then there was version 2, where that was where I took the tallies no fall, and then I realized I could do a lot more. When I was looking at the 1-up replacer, I asked Wisp, I was like, hey, how does this work? And so I'm not entirely sure, but I remember I asked Tally a lot about Cheat Engine around this time too. And so with the Cheat Engine, we figured out how to get the coordinates because the coordinates for his spawn was copied and pasted from Skate 2. So I was like, how did you get that? He's like, oh, okay, well, there's an X and Y Z coordinate that you can get that you then place the X and Y. You don't even need the Z or something like that. I forgot what specifically, but there's an AOB for each district. There's university, blah blah blah. But then there's also like the Skate 2 DLC stuff that you eventually want to put like elementary, and then you say you spawn here with that many seconds, blah blah blah. So with the coordinates, I figured out I can literally make a custom 1-up in Skate 2 because the second version was literally just adding to it. I didn't add any mods, I don't believe. Let me see. I basically kind of just try and make it more feasible for like a person that just doesn't want to see an it's like it was not in alphabetical order at all. It was really bad like flow wise. So I just honestly just kept trying to edit it to where it was like a lot nicer to look at. And then so I added like the sky replacing and like I finished the render distance thing. I found that through like the FPS mode and I just stripped that cheat engine thing. Mainly everything was from cheat engine. Grabbed Tally's cheat engines, Matt's the OP, like he's the best.
Yeah, his like, cheat tables are really
I grabbed
detailed
all of the mods from Matt basically. I think there was one from Madman. I think it was the fog. It was the FPS. That's what I later turned into the fog mod. But basically, the short story is that I finally was able to learn how to do custom 1-ups, but only in Skate 2. Then later on, you have to figure out how the hell do I get this to work for like Skate 3, and how do I? It was
now when you say Skate 2,
work for Skate 2,
you meant Skate 2 map, right?
The Skate 2 map because it was all already there. And of course, I'm using ChatGPT to like, hey, what does any of this mean? How do I add this? Go about doing this all constantly, just over and over again. And so with the Skate 3 maps, like the custom ones, that one was so difficult because first you have to strip the Skate 2 being replaced, right? So not only did I have to figure out like so many things, I had to ask Wisp so many questions, I had to ask Tally so many questions. It was just a big mess. And eventually you do figure it out. And it was a lot of fun. And I want to just skip out that I eventually figured it out, but then the modding, making your own mods is really fun. So this is where honestly Tally can explain it a lot better. Explain how you would go about finding a cutscene mod using Cheat Engine.
Oh, there's a bunch of different ways I would go about it, just because not every way is just going to work right off the bat. You have to like really think about how the game works. So you have to make like a bunch of like guesses, like does it work like this? Is it gonna? If I wanted to find a cutscene mod, I'd be inside of a cutscene. I'd pause the game and then just use Cheat Engine to search for some random values, and then unpause it, get out of the cutscene, go back in and out until I narrowed it down, and then I would just start messing around with the stuff that I did find to see if any of it had potential to be used for what you're after, you know?
I think the biggest thing you found for that menu was the reset mod for the reset hotkey.
I remember that.
I forgot that. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you found the reset hotkey.
So yeah, so the way I found that was I basically, and again, I had to make the assumption of like when the restart would happen. So like in game, you're basically turning something on and off, which was the reset button. So you're resetting the challenge using that button in the menu. I had to assume that like the very first tick that I clicked on that button, that's when the function registers. So as soon as I clicked A, I would freeze the game and then search for like a 1 as a byte, because it's just an on and off Boolean kind of thing. It's just on or off. And yeah, I had just making that assumption. I managed to find it, but I had no idea that I was actually going to find it. I wasn't even sure. It's just like I'll try, but
I want to say. So the funniest thing about finding that reset button is that Smokey adds it to his menu, but then you have it set to it does it every like frame or something.
Frame? Oh, jeez. That's right.
You'd be resetting constantly if you held down the button too long.
There was no end to it. It would just constantly just be a constant just hotkey being pressed if you don't let go.
And that's how we discovered, not discovered. That's how we got Geki consistently.
Oh yeah, Geki, dude. Geki.
It was so bad, dude.
so Geki is this thing that appears in party play where you restart and all of a sudden text pops up that says Geki and you soft locked yourself. You can't get out of it. There's only been like 3 cases total prior to that moment of someone getting Geki.
Which is insane.
Right.
What is the backstory?
I didn't even know about that until the other day.
I know that we know what is Geki now. I know Cuz said something about it, or somebody said something.
No. So Siri asked somewhat. He went into the official Skate server and asked about Geki, and Jeff replied something about a fucking hentai. Or I guess it's considered hentai, but it's some fucking old ass manga from like the 60s or something like that about like paintings coming to life and killing people. And the only thing that was sexualized is because these paintings are naked. I think that's what makes it like NSFW.
Oh, so he doesn't know what he's talking about.
No, he doesn't. I don't believe anything he says.
Okay. All right. Well, I've been trolled.
Weird. Awesome. Maybe it's just a weird word, and it was just like enough to like you would know. You know, if you saw Geki, something's wrong.
You're right. Like whoever worked on Party Play would know, because if you ask, Cuz or anybody that's on the current Skate team, they would have no idea.
Yeah, it would have to be somebody who was working on.
Shit, it could have been the dude's like last name who was working on it. It could have been like
no,
it could have been like anything.
You certainly, because if you search the string Geki, that's the only thing that pops up, because like the people are in the credits, right? So it's not someone's last name. Yeah, it's just
have we searched for Geki in Skate 1 and Skate 2? Do we know if that is referenced in those games?
I don't know. I'm not sure if we searched it. I don't think so.
Right,
maybe that'll be something.
We did like a simple Google
search myself.
Yeah, we did like Google search to find it. And we thought it was like a Japanese thing.
Yeah.
It sounds it, doesn't it? I mean, it just does.
The thing was, the first documented thing was from.
There is a thing in. There's a cat in Saints Row, I think, called Geki.
A cat in Saints Row?
Yeah, man. It's like a cat or something. Professor Genki.
Oh, Genki.
Oh, okay.
That's why I went.
Well, no, what we really think Geki is just
Geki.
Something is like causing a memory overload, and this is the way for it to just stop you from doing it now. Or like it's like you can do this on console too. It wasn't just.
Dude, what if it's nothing? What if it's just a memory error and it just spits a label on the screen, and that just so happens to be like a random string?
Nah, it seems to capitalized correctly with exclamation points, right?
Yeah.
I don't. It doesn't.
Oh, okay.
It definitely would be intentional.
Can we trigger this? Is there a way?
We did have a mod to remove Geki. At one point, there was a mod to remove Geki.
Really?
Oh my god, that was when I was just tinkering with Cheat Engine constantly. I did get that in the native menu. I think it's in V3.5, but I later learned that it's like super broken, and so you'd just rather fix the actual reset hotkey, which is just I added a timer. Like you hit it at 3, 1, 2, 3, then it finally lets you hit it again.
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
Yes, there was so many tinkering things, but
dude, you're such a coder now, dude.
No, the main thing was, hey guys, what would you want in the new native menu? Like that's what I kept asking. And in Cyphers, he would help me find the unique spots for all these amazing like new one-ups. But I honestly, to me, I'm very like the finding the mods was the fun part and like implementing it. Because the cheat engine thing, I literally you go to a script like the high FPS mode, and then there's the fog mode. There was like a high, low. I wanted like the medium, right? And it's a script on Cheat Engine. Literally, if you just copy that script, say, "Hey, ChatGPT, can you make this work for C++?" and just throw that bitch in there and give a button, boom, it worked. I'm like, what? This is awesome. And so I added like all of the mods that everybody would want into the thing. Because it was for comp, but it was also kind of like not to replace Wisp's thing, but to give it to what people actually do use on like in their daily. And so
there's a lot of people who use it still daily. So yeah,
it was a lot of asking Wisp for help though. I'm not gonna lie, because he helped. The reset hotkey actually was gonna be so bad. It was going to blacken your screen and then basically imagine you doing the inputs of going down, hit restart, hit hit A again, and then the whole HUD will undisappear, and then boom, it was like 5 seconds compared to the reset hotkey being like 2 seconds. Boom. And so like every mod, other than like the ones that weren't in Cheat Engine, I found, which was just the no cutscene, and I think there was another one, but other than
the
that,
objects.
like the object, that one was so stupid because that was when I was doing the cheat engine thing that Tally taught me everything with the cheat engine. It was just like, grab it, disappear it, bring it back to its marker, and then just try and find that object function. And then the function thing is what really causes the native menu to work. Yeah, it's like that's the main thing you want to go after. That's how the no cutscene works. That's how for almost all these mods work. Well, some of them are just, hey, turn this value on for this address. But the function stuff is like, that's why the native menu is so good, is because it's basically a script as a toggleable, which is like a boolean. And so with that mod of being the hold on, I'm brain farting now. Oh yeah, the object. The AMD thing. That's when I really learned about the AOBs like being differently. That's why like oh, it works great for me. I'm sure everybody's had this problem when they mod. It works great for me, but when someone else uses it, that mod doesn't work. And so constantly just having to fix that, dude. It's everything. It's so annoying. Skate 3 is so annoying to mod.
It's just emulator, man. Like I said, like if it's like a normal PC game, there's things that Cheat Engine can do, like pointers.
Yeah, it's always going to be the.
It's always going to be there. You can always find it. But on emulator, it's just not like we have to do some.
If it was on PC, we probably wouldn't even have had to use memory editing after a pretty quick
after a while. Yeah. After a while, we wouldn't. But with emulator, we make do though. Yeah, we make 2 though.
we just eventually like, hey, does this work for you? Hey, does this work for you? Oh, okay.
And then finally it works. Yeah, it works now.
Hey, we're good now.
Yeah.
And then there'll be like that one person like 6 months later, like, this doesn't work for me. And then you don't respond because you're like, I don't know what you want me to tell you.
I'm constantly just randomly out of nowhere getting like, God, Smokey, your menu sucks, man. It doesn't work for me. I don't know what to tell you, man. You got like a different CPU like
version. We've done everything. Like
are you on the right version? Oh, that's right. That's the one thing about fucking this modding shit. You got to be on the right RPCS 3 version.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the beginner's guide. The beginner's guide, bro.
Oh my god. Because I remember there was like a certain point during like version 34, the native menu stopped working. And then Wisp fixed it. And then quickly somewhere around 36 that it stopped working. Like, what?
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
That gets old. That gets old for sure.
It's like, come on, why? And what was the reason why? Because Wisp was saying that like they changed like they add like an extra like byte value, hex value, or something like that.
I don't know.
I don't
remember.
However, RPCS 3 like reads memory. Like they just add another placement number.
Oh, what was this for again?
Why the native menu doesn't work? Why it's constantly stuck on AOBs for newer versions of RPCS?
Yeah, that's why I had to stop on that
he figured it out.
parkour mod I was making, because like at some point they broke something in my parkour mod, so I just never revisited. It's really sad.
I know what it is. I know what happens. Basically, he uses an AOB, this like no fly address thing that's constantly in every native menu. And well, I gotta close my door. She's talking so loud.
Yeah, for some whatever reason, I guess this no fly menu. Yes, address is like the key to everything.
Yes, that function was the key to everything. That would point to the native menu, to the game. And so every time the emulator updates, that function could change. And it's just so stupid. Because it would affect like some mods that are function based. Like they address the cheat engine thing. Like that's just imagine you turning your cheat engine on and pressing 0 to 1. Like but when it's a function based thing, like that's how he located all these mods with noping all these functions and the AOBs finding the right ones and seeing what writes to that and noping those. Like all of that just can get destroyed by just updating the freaking emulator. It's so stupid.
Yeah, we always knew that day would come though, like where eventually RPCS 3 would have an update that would just break everything. We knew it was going to happen one day. It actually took a long time for it to fully break everything.
Yeah.
The unfortunateness.
Yeah. But there was like years ago where I was like pushing to have us like use one version of RPCS 3 that everybody downloads from us, because like as time went on, it's not like RPCS 3 got better for Skate 3. It got better for other games, but for Skate 3 and the Skate games, it didn't. If anything, it got worse sometimes running your game.
Sometimes, yeah. I remember,
dude, yeah.
Occasionally there would be an ad everyone in the news be like, "Hey, don't download this version of RPCS. It fucks your shit."
Yeah, there was one that just like broke DLCs. Like you couldn't use your DLCs anymore.
Yeah.
How does that even happen? Like, what is going on?
There was this really weird instance where Vance, he got his whole new computer and he had to like, eventually we learned it was just a BIOS update he needed. But like every version of RPCS 3, he would stutter on this one certain spot when he was doing a comp area. But then if he goes to fucking like version 26 or 28, it just works.
Yeah, I that's why I use older versions of RPCS 3 to actually play Skate 3. It's because I swear, like anything between like 0.0.16 and then like 21, those are like the best versions for me, at least. I don't know about everybody else, but for me, those were my like golden versions that I like to use that had no problems for me.
I guess it just loads things differently, or I don't know.
And the native menu's still usable in those older versions. It was nice to use those ones.
Crazy. Actually, I don't even know what version it wasn't for 2020. Wish I fucking knew.
It was like,
I think
we're in like 0.0.15, maybe 15? A little bit earlier. I think.
Because I remember, I think it was like 20.
Because it wasn't, because I think in version 0.0.16 they fixed, like, you remember like how your clothing would like break and it would be all stretched? I think at some point during that, like side cam, I think it was in 16 that those stopped being a major problem.
Oh yes, I remember. Okay, because I remember in 2020, yes, side cam being a thing heavily. You would just bail in the wrong way, and you'd get side cammed. That was so frustrating.
It was a way the CPU wasn't being compiled right, and that's why we had to turn that setting on. What was it again? Do you guys remember?
I have no idea.
SPU looping.
Yeah, it's something like. Yeah, I can look it up. The SPU float accuracy. That's what we didn't have. That they had to add that in so that we could change it for that game.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you had it as the default one in like versions before, you would get that like side cam and like fall through sometimes.
Okay, I'm looking.
But even that, sometimes that still didn't fully fix it for some people.
Yeah, I'm looking up at the previous build histories in like 2020. It was like version 0.1, so 0.10 and 0.11.
Oh, that's right.
Holy
yeah.
Cow.
Yeah. There are people, like, I think like 2 years ago, somebody was desperate to run Skate 3. Like, he wouldn't leave me alone, and we kept going back and back and back in versions of RPCS 3. And the one that worked for him was version 0.0.11 something. And it worked fine for him. Yeah, he would get the side cam sometimes, but it ran while the game was running, it ran perfectly for him. He had like a 4-core CPU or something. It was
4-core.
He was struggling, dude, but it worked, bro. It worked, and I was so happy about it. And even parts of the native menu worked for him. Cheat tables worked for him. So I was like, "Win, dude!
Holy cow!
You're winning, dude. You're playing Skate 3 on a 4-core CPU right now. You're
great. Yeah, to have a fine experience, you got to be playing it with an 8-core CPU.
Yeah, and even that, you have audio issues. You have like
big time,
small little bits of stuttering here and there that just drives you insane.
I had the most. I think I had like the one that would run fine, but it would be running on all cylinders. You know what I mean? Like anytime I look at my task manager, it would be at 100%.
Dude, that's how my laptop does, because that's how I first started playing Skate 3 on emulator, was on a laptop. And geez, was that CPU hot, dude. That thing was heating up.
That's just one of the things we have to run into when it comes to these modding things, because it's just a lot of it's just memory stuff. But now we're getting into territory of recent stuff. So like, it was this year. It was fucking May. I remember when Wisp and Tukis figured out how to do online.
Yeah, that's so. That started moving quick. Once like a little piece of that was found, like they moved quick on getting online. That was awesome. Remember when we tested online and we got our mics working for?
Dude, okay, I'm so upset about that because I had the recording. It was recording my microphone. It was recording the Discord call, but it did not record the audio of the game, and I couldn't use any of it.
Oh man, dude, that was some of the funniest shit we were doing ever, dude. Just
we were like role playing. Yeah, we're back in like 2013,
2010, dude. Where the mics
was all in that call. That was the
like
funniest
call. Skate.
It was fucking very Zerm.
Yep.
Oh man, that was so funny, dude.
I love that.
And like it was like weird because only 5 people could have their mics on, and one person would just be left out.
That's something that we would have never known. You could only have 5 people with mics on Skate 3 at any given time, and that's even on console. I'm pretty sure. That's wild.
Yeah, other people would be fucking muted for no reason.
At first, it was like 2 consoles he had to turn on, and then he eventually turned it into one EXE, which was so funny.
No,
dude,
so
he was just cooking through it so fast.
Okay, so for the online stuff, what did you heard about it really early, I think, right, Kelly?
Yeah, pretty much as soon as Wisp found anything with online, he immediately told me about it. I was like, holy crap, dude, it was just insane to know that that's probably gonna happen.
Like,
I don't remember exactly how he figured it out. I have the messages somewhere.
Okay, so what I remember, what I was told was that Wisp took one college course class on networking and goes, all right, I know what to do.
I believe it too. I believe it.
One class on networking.
Guys. I got this. I just took a class. I'm good.
I'm good.
That's funny.
We had this whole idea of having to like deconstruct it and like have to create our own servers and all that. But then Wisp was like, what if we just directly into the official servers that are still up?
Genius.
Yeah, and it worked.
Piggybacking. It works so well too.
And we have our own, like, it's not like we're screwing over anybody on PS3 because we have our own environment. There's no way for us to cross play with a PS3 user or an Xbox user.
Back then, though, on the
back then, yeah,
versions,
when he was testing it, yeah, you could.
That's when we were in the red area. I realized because
anybody who's listening to that though, you can't play with the console players because you would just crash the server almost immediately.
The desync,
but yeah, the desync.
We thought we thought it was an e-boot, and that's when we actually learned that we have no air timer in the actual default e-boot the whole time. That's what. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
The whole time, like everybody's been playing with the beginner's guide at that time. Could have been cheating, and we didn't know.
At the air timer enabled, well, because we didn't really have any big maps to go.
Only Mega Park.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Mega Park, but no one was really playing Mega Park at that time with the comp menu.
Plus, it's pretty easy. Like, wow, that dude was in the area a little too long right there.
He definitely did try, though, to get the PS3 people together. I got in a lobby for like 3 seconds.
Yeah, it did work a little bit.
Thing, okay,
you could play with
I remember when they were fucking with this, right? So, because you would have to actually enter your actual login information, right? And Sam gave Wisp a login info that has never connected at all to PlayStation. This is an Xbox exclusive account, and he pushed that shit in and it works.
Yeah.
So they were on Xbox servers technically while on a PlayStation emulator.
They just decided to go with the PlayStation.
Yeah, PlayStation route. Why, because if someone was on a Microsoft account, they couldn't connect to a PlayStation account. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's wild. The online was wild.
He flew by that so quick, like version after version. Then he put an automatic updater, and he's like, "Oh, you want to have names be in this is code now? Oh yeah, let me just change how this." Like he literally is just using strings. He's just changing strings whenever you load in. He just does it as quick as possible. As soon as you load into the map, it's already changed your name, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then with the online speed, that was another thing. That was fun because he figured out that there's like this really weird desync issue. And there was like 2 values you can mess with. You can mess with like the server latency and then the local latency. And he just kept trying these things, and he eventually got it to be like that perfect kind of like speed. Because if you noticed at first, it was like really choppy. It felt like we were trying to go too fast for the game. Because remember, we had the online speed at 40 constantly. Because remember, we can do the same mods, and then we can load in together. Like if you do the mods, I do the mods, then we can load in together. So he just, with the proxy, he's able to do cheat engine stuff with the proxy. It's sick as fuck.
And then Sam was pretty quick to make a tool to where people can actually load in their custom textures that they got on their skater and have other people see those custom textures.
God, I haven't even used that in so long, but yeah, that GitHub, the whole thing, he only possible with the proxy too.
Yeah, he deconstructs. Literally, it goes. It scans through the hex value of your textures and goes, "Oh, this doesn't look like normal texture. Upload to GitHub."
Yeah,
that's all it does, and then it calls for it from the online thing.
I didn't know that's how that worked. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's why, like, sometimes when you join in with the same person having that same texture, that it replaces both of yours. Like, it flip-flops them.
Yeah, if you didn't do the thing itself, you would, because during the whole time when Zerm was running his comp tournament, I was wearing the fucking SpongeBob speeder shoes, because he had that shit changed on his game only. but never did the GitHub thing. Yeah, that was the other thing was with the online stuff. You can look at the like how many people are actually on it, because every time I go to RPCS3 like the fucking whatever thing, consistently Skate 3 has always been at the top, but as of recently it's kind of been fallen. It's right now in third place below Demon Souls and Rock Band 3.
Rock Band 3 is crazy.
I finally asked Sam to bring back that little bot that tells you how many people are in the server, like actively, on Skate 3. He finally put that back. Like, it's like a script that tells you that same thing that you're looking at now, but just on the Discord.
Yeah.
And so the max we ever got, what was it, like 120?
Yeah, there was like well over 100 people on RPCS3 online.
So fucking cool.
Most I seen just by going to the website myself was, I think it was like in the 60s. It was pretty early.
I think the reason why most people, because it's still, the online is still a bit buggy, like with connection issues and all that. Ed, I think you, Tally, were saying that Twist wanted to go and like kind of remake it a bit so it's more player to player, so like causing less desync.
I think when I said that was before he'd already reworked the tool, so he's already gone way past.
Did he ever do that? I don't recall it ever.
I don't think so.
Updating.
What, fixing desync?
Yeah. But I swear it's been at version 1.9, 1.09 since for forever.
You may have. I've stayed away from the online stuff. I don't know why. It just stopped. Just doesn't work for me every time. And then
that's what I mean.
I get it to work one time, and then the next day it doesn't work anymore, and
I think that's kind of the reason why not a lot of people are on it, because it just doesn't want to connect.
I forgot how he fixed it, but I think he changed how the server was being hosted. It was being served through EA, but he changed it to be actual local, like not peer to peer. No. But it was peer to peer at first. That's why people were afraid, right? Like to get their IPs grabbed. But then he changed it to the actual EA servers. Like that's how it was hosting, because it kept switching. I remember this. He would look at it, the proxy turning on. There would be a time where if I hosted a match, it would turn on local, right? And we would have no desync issues. But then we start the game, it goes back to fucking EA. And so there's a desync issue, because one person might be like through the local and then it might change. And so the whole speed just fucking like, it doesn't know what to do anymore, right? And so he just completely kind of, not really, but this is basically technically what he did. He just basically noped that other ladder version. Like he just said, okay, only through EA server, not that local bullshit where people are getting that peer-to-peer thing.
You keep saying nope, and I want to bite your nose off, honestly.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing I should have stopped doing, but I can't.
Yeah, it's over now. You've been doing it for years now. It's over. You're stuck now.
When I first
I still want to kill you, though.
I was like, what does NOP mean? I'm just going to say nope.
No.
Because it's funny. It's like a nope.
I mean, yeah, it is nope. Yeah, it is nope. That is what you're doing. You're making it go nope. You are.
I think we should definitely move on to Sanjay now.
Yeah, Sanjay's stuff, if he's still here.
I am indeed. Sorry, I'm hanging on. I'm just really tired. I'm hanging on.
Yeah, so now that after the online stuff, it was all crickets, I think.
For so long.
It was crickets, and then Sanjay's like, hey, I'm making Wind Waker Mega Park. And we're like, oh, yes, that's cool.
Yeah, which is weird, because I was, like, during that time, I was seeing people make, like these really crude, like, custom models, and I thought maybe they were photoshopped at first, because usually I would know pretty quick if somebody's, like, making some crazy stuff in the skate community. And then so it was really crude animations, and then Sanjay came out of nowhere and started changing like boards and trees, and they looked sick. Hats.
I think it was before Sanjay got that tool working. There was this other person that had this like
Yeah, there was a very basic OBJ to PSG tool, and
very basic,
and it was gate kept. No, it wasn't. It was.
It was not gate kept. If you asked for it, he would send it to you. But everybody around him was talking in his ear, telling him to gatekeep it. That was the
so the guy who sent me it, the one who worked on it, and he said, just don't give it to random people. And I was like, okay. He's like, you can only give it to close friends. So I was like, oh, okay, that is literally gatekeeping. And then because I was making these models, right? Because I was making like Link's hair and his hat and shit, and the boards. People were like, oh, like, can I get this tool or whatever, And like, it was getting like 10 people messaging me, and it was like, this is like, I don't know, and I just didn't know what to do. And then I was like, fuck it, let me just like, I was like, okay, I can make games. Let's have a look at the script. So I opened it up, and it was like, I didn't have a fucking clue what I was looking at, to be honest, because it was this whole byte editing and stuff. So I was like, I've never done this in my life. I was like, okay, and then I was like, and then I watched GHV's videos, and then I was like, oh, okay, so they're just doing what GHV does, but manually, but automatically. So if you give it the offsets, and then you find the padding in like Model Researcher, or you can input it, and then you can swap a file, like a model file with an OBJ's model data, into a PSG at that exact offsets, but you couldn't exceed the limit of the file that like the previous model. So if like the previous model had 300 triangles, you have to have 300 or under, so that was like super limiting.
And then I was like, I remember watching someone had a clip of them playing as Minecraft Steve, but obviously no rigging, so they were just stood still the entire time.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, there was no bones, there was no rigging. There was no normals, so there was no lighting, there was no shit, there was nothing. Everything just kind of
very basic.
Yeah, very basic. Very basic. But I was like, okay, fuck it. Well, like, why don't I? And then I was and I was speaking to the guy, and I was like, what if, like, can't you add, can't you carry out over normals and everything? And he was like, at that point, he was basically like, I could tell he didn't even know how he'd made this thing. So I thought, oh, AI. And I was like, shit, dude, AI. I can use AI. So then I was like, okay, let's make this use dye instead. Don't know why I chose that. Because I thought, like, okay, if we're gonna eventually want like bone data and stuff as well, eventually, we're gonna need something that can at least carry like armature in the model. And I did something with dye, and it was terrible, absolutely dreadful. And then I went to GLB, and then that was it. That was like what we needed. And then once I got that working, it was sweet. And then Dumbad then started like messaging me, and like he was working on a PSG viewer, so you could open a PSG, and you could see like the full model and like the normals and the bones or whatever. And he had this thing. So with what it would do, it would automatically scan for the correct data blocks, so for the offsets and stuff. So you wouldn't need to input padding anymore. You wouldn't need to input the offsets. It would literally be, give it a GLB, give it the template PSG that you want to kind of replace, and it would just do it, right? But then we were still stuck to that byte limit, so it was like, oh, that's great. And then we got Gavin on the case, and he took him a bit of convincing, but he basically removed the byte limit that we were stuck to. So we weren't just stuck to like, oh, this model's got 300 triangles, so we could have, thousands of triangles, right? And then that was like massive, as you can imagine. And then like people started like, well, at this rate, actually no, at this point, like people didn't even know there was a tool anyway, really. And then around this time, I made my own Discord, and it was like, because it's mainly because like I was new here, so it was like, I didn't want to be asking like, hey man, can I like, can you make a fucking custom models channel, please, in the skate mod? Do you know what I mean? It just felt less awkward to just make my own Discord.
It's usually better that way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I was like, I was quite like, I'm quite antisocial, like, so I was a bit like, I don't want to start like messaging people and stuff all the time. You know what I mean? So I made a Discord, and then Dunbad like fully joined. Like I think I've still got the message, but it was like, we should just team up because we will get this done. You know? And then we teamed up, and then it was like, boom, like we got the normals done. So like the lighting actually looked perfect. Like the models exactly are how they should be for, like, you know what I mean? And then it was like, oh my god! And then like people started making like really cool boards, clothes and stuff, but you couldn't do bones. So, you know, we couldn't have the custom characters, and we couldn't have anything that moved. You know, like it would be like Minecraft Steve, what you're on about, that sort of thing. So it was like, okay, so we had to do bones, and then we did the bones, and then, dude, that was such a good feeling. Like, dude, I was working on that for so long, like getting bones working, and I swear to God, when that worked, I've never felt a rush like it.
There was a point where
it was crazy.
Tukis found that freeway model. Was it Tukis or was it Gavin?
Freeway.
Did you never use that as like a thing? No, I remember there was this leak that where Freeway from Skate 2 was the actual like 3D project file. You can load it up and you had all the bones. And I thought you guys were using that as like a template.
I don't even know anything.
No,
you don't remember that, Helly?
So what we did, Dunbad, because like I said, he was making that PSG viewer.
Mm-hmm.
And then his viewer kind of turned into a bone viewer, and he started ripping skeletons from the characters. And then it was like, okay, like this is awesome, you know. And then I was messaging Tukas because I heard he was doing animations, and it was like, well, we're trying to get bones because we want to do custom characters and custom clothing, right? So like, you know, if you've got bones figured out already, like, can you just help us, like, and then he was like, he sent me a text document of just like the bone hierarchy of like all the bones, which was awesome because now we need the names of the bones, right? So it's like, okay, now we know the names of the bones. We could, like, you know, if we can write the data, we could link to the bones that exist in the PSG already now. So we could like take the vertex weight data from a model that we make in Blender or whatever, and we could link it to a skeleton. And even if that skeleton wasn't accurate, we could then, like, this is the early days process, we could then link, say, a left arm to the exact name that the Skate 3 skeleton uses to link it. So you carry the weights over and kind of force link that bone to those weights. And then it was like, that was kind of not working. I mean, dude, some of the videos I got are like horrendous of like, it's just not working, you know? And it was like, it was getting there, and then it just worked. I gave up for like a week, I think, and I started making, I think that's when I was making the zombie mod, Tally, I think. But then like I came, and then it just worked, and then it was like boom. And then there you go. Like the model tool was done. that's the model story. That's pretty much it for the models. But yeah, it was crazy, man. It was crazy. And at this point, not like no one even really knew still that this thing was out there unless you were in my server, you know? I think there was like 20 people in the server at the time, so yeah, it was crazy, dude. Absolutely wild.
I remember seeing some stuff. I don't know where, unless it was like shared in the extras.
Yeah, I used to put stuff in media a lot, just because it was like, look at this, like, you know, it's cool, isn't it? Like, it was like, this is obviously like the first time this stuff has happened, so it was like, this is amazing, you know. So I wanted people to see it, but we did try a lot of stuff leading up to it. There was so much like trial and error; it was unbelievable. And then like because of like the heavy, because AI is a tool, I get it. With like programmers, it's taking their jobs, I get it, but like, dude, without AI, there's no chance, man. I make shitty little Godot games. Like there was no way I was gonna be able to do that. But I wanted to, and I had the like. There was no way I wasn't gonna. You know what I mean? Because it was so slow. I literally because I said before, I would check up on Skate 3 every so often. It's just always in the back of my head. So like every so often I would check back and it'd be like, oh, okay, this is happening. And I remember just thinking like, I just want models, I just want custom models.
I remember, I don't know if this guy knows about it or not, but I remember there was one day where this guy was wanting to play as Hatsune Miku. And I had to tell him, like, we don't have that ability just yet.
Yeah.
Well, now that it's out, that you can play as Hatsune Miku. I wonder if that guy knows you can, and maybe he has been playing as Hatsune Miku.
Yeah, maybe he has. Maybe he's come back. Maybe he's come in the server and he's like, oh,
I don't know. Maybe
it's what I mean. Dude, it's crazy, right? And it's just the start, dude. It's just the start. Like, fuck, dude. It's been 4 months.
Then that's the thing, though, because you wanted to make custom models, which then turned to custom maps. How did you turn the custom model information into custom maps?
Okay, so this is actually really cool. Yeah, so Dunbad. So at first, I wanted to level editor, right? And I don't know if you remember Tally, man. You sat me for hours, like when I was just messing with this Blender plugin I was trying to make, and it was like
definitely your cheerleader for a while.
Yeah, and we could just we could move, like I made it so it could import the maps, the collision and mesh data to Blender, but it was because I want to create new mesh or collision or whatever. So, but all I could do was delete mesh, and I remember I added mesh. I think I added a square or something. I can't remember. But there was no collision. If I moved it, it would break, right? So I started off not using just new tools entirely separate from the model tools, right? And then Dunbad started he started to work on the collision, and that took him months and months and months, but he did some good work on that. And but then on the back burner, I was like, okay, I'm gonna work on the presentation stuff. So the mesh, and then for some reason, dude, I don't know why, I just never thought of trying the model tool with the mesh for levels. Don't know why. I just didn't. Oh, actually, I think I tried it once and it just didn't work because it's a level meshes are different. There's not there's multiple object types. So there's multiple vertex buffers. There's multiple render material data. There's because it's a bunch of meshes squished into one, into one arena file. So it was that was a pain in the dick. And then I remember thinking shit, dude, if I just find a PSG that's just one mesh inside it, just like a model, it should work. And then I went on skate school and I found a flat grass plane that's out in the distance, and it worked. I could transfer. I could turn that grass plane mesh into anything I wanted, as up to 65k limit of that. That's triangles, everything combined to 65k, and it worked, and it was awesome, right? So then what I could do then, I could replace a mesh, and then put that mesh as the main mesh, and then run the game, and it would be there. But the only problem is when you look away, it would, or even if the mesh is still in your vision, it would have the bounding box of the old grass that I replaced, so it would disappear. So it was oh my god, right? That was the nightmare. And but that's when I started the warehouse map, then the first custom map, because it was it's small enough I could fit it in that massive grass square. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's when you told me this was all one PSG. I was like,
yeah,
why?
One PSG, yeah.
One PSG holding all the collision, all the textures.
Oh no, that's what I mean. It wasn't holding the collision and the textures, but it was just one PSG, one mesh. So it was one PSG for collision, one for texture, and one for the mesh.
Yeah, just one map and just one PSG.
Yeah, everything's one. Yeah, and it was crazy, man. And but it was getting there, and then that's when Dunbad, if you remember Tally, man, Dunbad started getting close. It was he was close, dude.
I remember when he was kind of getting it figured out. He could stand on collision a little bit, and then it would.
Yeah. Or do you remember when it was working for two triangle things? So, and do you remember I started making them whole map with triangle by triangle, bro?
Yeah, you were gonna start making a whole map. Yeah, triangle by triangle. That was crazy.
That was wild. And then it was like at the same time when I started making that, then Dumbad like come out with this one tool, and he was like, dude, he was like, I've got an exam in like 5 minutes, I gotta go. And then like, dude, literally just went, oh, let's just test this real quick, and it just worked, dude. It was so crazy. Like, do you remember that Tally? Like, oh, I think you went, but it was so crazy. Like,
I just remember it was every
like
time I left, something crazy would happen, and then I would come back to hear about it. I remember that happened several times. I loved it. It was amazing.
Oh, I know, and it's just this one time was like crazy. Like honestly, dude, I should have recorded it. I don't know why I didn't. It's just because we were testing so much. You know, we were just like, it's not going to work, and then we just like moved, like we put it in, and I just skated straight down the ramp, dude. I can't believe it. Like, Dumbad literally like cried. He cried, and then I stuck the video. Crap, I can't remember. I think I just stuck it straight in my server. Like, look at this custom map, first ever, and it was no textures. Like everything just said missing.
Yeah,
texture.
no textures.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. I was like, no way, we actually get custom maps.
I know, it was crazy, and then just sent it to two customers. Like,
we got this.
I think he popped it to me actually. I think he messaged me, and he was like, "Oh, I saw the video. Like, can you do the textures?" Then I said no. And he was like, what's wrong with them? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know why it's not working. And he was like, well, I can take a look. 5 minutes. He sent me it back full texture.
Oh, yeah. That's
full textures.
Classic Tukis.
He literally sent it back, and he was like, there you go. It's fully textured. And it was mind-blowing, right? But then it was like, oh, okay. Like, and then it's funny, even though this was amazing, he went, needs lighting though, doesn't it? And I was like, yeah, it does, yeah. It's like, okay. And then, so I baked the light map into the textures itself. And then, dude, like,
yeah, really crude light maps, just really.
Yeah. I know this is going to piss you off, Tally, but I'm 90% sure I've deleted the original map, but I don't know.
I know you have. And guess what? Yeah. We probably have. You probably sent it to me, so I have it.
I hope so. Because I definitely don't have it.
It was definitely small enough to send over Discord, that's for sure.
And all I know is it was the horrendously ugly, but it was amazing, you know? Mm-hmm. Shit, dude, it was amazing. But like,
no,
it's just so scaly. And then I made Peach's Castle because I managed to fix the binding boxes.
Oh, that was awesome.
And like that was the second custom map, yeah, and that was pretty cool actually.
Yeah, then
but it was ugly.
I was like, I haven't tried out these custom maps before. I literally never tried it out. And then Smokey goes, "Can we go online with them?"
Yeah, dude. Me and Literal Dump, right? So when we dropped the warehouse map, right? Me and Dumbad literally were like, let's try the online. But I was like, I'd never set it up. Like, I did it once, and I was like, I don't know how to set it up. Dumbad was like, oh, we'll try and figure it out now and stuff. And then I just like went on while he was trying to figure it out. I just thought I'll just go on Google or something and just like go on YouTube just for something to do. And I saw you were streaming, and I saw, and I was like, I clicked it. It was like, dude, I released this like an hour ago. What? And I was like, Cypress is playing it, bro. And then I clicked it, and I was like, holy shit, they're online, dude. What? And that was when
it was a lot of trial and error for us trying to figure out how to go online. Because
yeah, dude, it was wild though. Like I couldn't believe it. Like it's been out an hour and some dudes are playing online right now.
Because when you release the map,
it, bro.
When you release the map, you're like, oh, you got to use this e-boot, and we're like, there's no way.
Yeah, I know.
We're like, there's no way you have to.
I was like, oh man,
we thought there was something extra that was in this e-boot that made this work. Because like how Skate 2 was, you had to have like very specific fucking misc load and misc boot files to run the Skate 2 map. We thought this was like something similar to that, and so we're trying to load it in, but of course the online thing goes, oh, your e-boot's different, and we're like, oh fuck, how do we get into this?
I know, I felt so bad about that. It's literally, that's pure ignorance, that is, for me, because like I don't play online, so I had no idea about the e-boot stuff,
bro.
And then I didn't even know that there was a menu that could get rid of the Wait, no, I think I did actually. No, I don't think I did because
you would have, because I would have told you. I would have told you that there's.
Yeah.
But again, at the time, I
that
don't use online either. I don't use online either.
I didn't know there was a comp menu, and I didn't know that people played online and had a menu because I remember I tried the native menu online and it would just boot me out. So I just assumed they don't work online.
So, so what we're talking about here is that this thing, it just disables the black screen that you get when you go way far out of bounds, or I guess whenever you load into these custom maps that you get now.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
and that's all the e-boot did. And we're like, we already have this in our menu. We don't need to change the e-boot. And we spent 40 minutes figuring that out.
I freaking called it too, bro. I was like, this is not nothing. This is literally just probably the black screen address. And because it said the fucking e-boot you can work online, I was like, oh, I have these old versions from Wisp that doesn't even have the auto updater. Because if you have like an old version that has the auto updater, it'll go to like version 9. I went to like when it was just 2 fucking like command prompts.
2 EXEs running at the same time to connect online.
That was like the old way of doing it. And then we kept trying free skate for some reason. And I was like, you know what? 1UP loads every collision. That's how we were able to do like custom 1UPs. I was like, dude, what if I just go to 1UP? It'll just load the collision perfectly. Because free skate, you would like fall through, or you would break your camera, or something weird. I don't know. But we tried 1UP, and then boom, it worked.
Yeah, I don't know why only 1UP works.
Yeah, why is that? What is the why can't you do anything else?
Well, 1UP, it loads in things different. Like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If like okay, if you spawn in on University, you know how like when you're on free skate and you're floating around in free skate, like career, there's like a lower mesh quality and you'll fall through if you kind of like trick it to that you're still over there and you'll fall through because it's like
oh, like you're in the LOD, yeah.
Yeah. 1UP just completely gets rid of that. And 1UP makes it all like loaded.
So no matter where you are, it's always loaded.
Yes, but there's times where it's still like you'll fall through because of like certain 1UP. Yeah. It's very confusing, but it basically loads in everything properly. And that's where my idea came out. I was like, okay, what if we try 1UP and it worked?
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, well, bro, it was mad. Like, because I just, because like, I was a bit of a fan of your side, so it was just mad. I was like, oh my god, this dude's playing my map, bro. It was amazing. Yeah, it was such a rush, dude. And then shit, yeah, it's just taken off since then.
And then you were like, hold on, wait, what's a map you want to play? And we're like,
yeah,
Dust
I was in your stream, bro. I was like, fucking yeah, Dust 2. I just compiled that shit in like 5 minutes. So we
were playing Dust 2.
Yeah. I needed to go to bed so bad. I had to go to work that same freaking night, bro.
That's crazy.
And like, you're like, if you just wait 15 minutes, a whole new map will be there.
And it was like, which one do you want next? Tell me when I'll make one more. And it was like
Rainbow Road N64.
That was the worst one, but the best one.
It was. Dude,
I had hours of fun on Rainbow Road.
I didn't even scale it, dude. I didn't even
No, not the upscaled one. The downscaled one where
the downscaled. Okay, because this is the early version where you couldn't make the map too big enough. Otherwise, the black screen would interfere, or the map would deload because you're looking in a wrong direction.
Yeah, and it was miles away. You had to go fly to it.
You're like skating and blind. Like it was so funny, dude.
I've still got those map files. I still have both of them.
I do too.
I do too. Yeah. I have all of them downloaded.
It's crazy, man. Like it's just wild to me. If you look at like Calplex's video, say like when he's playing the first maps, it's just they're so ugly. Like Wisp come out and he made like the thing to be able to bulk export GRBs. So that made things 20 times easier. Patching per PSG. Oh, dude, that was like, I don't know why I didn't think of that. It was so much better. And it's just taken off now. It's just crazy.
Yeah, now people are making their own maps and models.
Yeah, like there's so many maps right now, bro. I don't even know how many there are. There's probably about 30.
There's
40.
about 28, I think.
Oh, okay. I was a bit over exaggerated then, but it's just crazy. Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of models though. There's a lot of models.
Oh, there's a lot. Yeah,
I still have yet to use a custom model. I've only used custom maps.
I've asked you if you want me to make you one. You're like, no, I'm pretty good.
Yeah, I got my skater, dude. I like my skater.
I need to make one. I need a skater, dude. I'm side, but like no clothes on, basically right now. It's character reset. Yeah,
I will. Crazy. I don't know if you'll say this too, but Tally, isn't it just like so fun, like coming back and it just being like, hey, what if we try this? Right, coming back and it's been done. Like that's what's been happening the past week for me.
Yeah, like, dude.
Cypress literally forwarded me the message.
And there's like, oh, it's been done, you know? I'm just closing requests instantly. Because it's like, nope, this has been done. It's crazy how fast this is moving.
Well, not even that, but it's just the way you like, can I get the light maps to work this way? Can I get the collision to work this way? Can I fix the textures? And then boom, I come back and like, we've cracked it. We've cracked the code. I've cooked, you know, like that's just how you've been all fucking like this whole like month mainly.
Yeah, it's just, dude, it's just been literally sweating it, dude. And like now with DLCs, like I managed to make custom DLCs, and then Tukas has just ran with that now. And dude is like, he's gonna have it so you can create custom vault files for the DLCs, right? So you can do anything, dude.
Okay, but what does vault file mean for the average viewer? What does this mean?
It's like, so in a DLC, like basically think of a DLC as a mini game, right? It's got all the game files, right? It's got game files that you can add to it. And then there's bin files where like they're referenced, and then the vault files are like the things that finalize and run it. And we're lucky because the Skate 3 DLC have an XML file where you can choose the specific vault file to call in the DLC. So each DLC will come with like one vault file, and an XML that when you open it, it just has the name of the vault file, right? So the XML gets read, and then the vault file gets called, and then that vault file calls all the other files necessary for that DLC. Because of that, we can like, you know, you could make like massive DLC packs because you could have multiple vault files in one DLC.
I was trying to get you to say that it just appears on your Skate 3 menu this whole time.
Oh, okay. It appears on your Skate 3 menu.
Yeah, you know, there's no exterior having to load in. You literally open up it's as if it became with an actual DLC that came with Skate 3.
You can install it. It's
no more native menu. You load it in, it's there.
And guess what? They all work on console. It all works on console. If you have a PlayStation, there you go. And in fact, get this: I don't even think you'd need a modded console to have this DLC on there. I don't even think you would.
How would you do that?
Because it's a legit DLC package. It should, if you can find a way to put on your. I don't know. I've never modded a PlayStation 3, so I could be actually.
Well, on an Xbox 360, isn't there DLC folders?
Yeah. I think this is the same for PlayStation as well. I think.
Like a little
you use USB and just drop it in there.
That would be if that's actually possible.
I think so. I think it might be. Honestly, because they're legit DLC files. They are like legit DLC files. Like they've got they've got a key. They've got, you know, like it's real. So yeah, I mean, yeah,
the game recognizes that. Oh, this is official. This is an official DLC.
Yeah, like straight up, it is a DLC. Like, it's not like hacking it. It's a new DLC. That's crazy, dude. It's wild. Like in 3 months' time, I don't even know what we're gonna have because it's like everything's moving so quickly.
Yeah, it's only been 4 months really since you showed up.
It's been 4 days. 4 days ago, we were messing with the maps, right? And like, Tukas was like, we should like. He was like, I might look at the database stuff, and I was like, yeah, I really want to make DLCs, and there's database stuff in the DLCs. And then it was like within the hour, it was like, right, I've got DLCs working. What are these vault files? And he's like, oh, I don't know. I'll have a look. And then Gavin comes along with some information, and then boom, like it's just and then 4 days later, boom, there's DLCs. Like, and then Tukas is working on. Oh, dude, it's so. I'm getting so excited now just talking about it. It's just so much, dude. It's so good. It's so good. It's so cool. Oh, it's so cool, dude. Could do anything, absolutely anything. Like we'll probably have like a native menu built into the game as a DLC.
Who said it earlier today? It's like, when will Skate 3 just become an engine?
Yeah, that was today. Yeah, who said that?
Was that Sam?
I think so. I think it was. Yeah,
sounds like a Sam quote for sure.
Like fuck, dude. Like for all we know, we might even be able to run Lua code, like Lua scripts, out of these things if we can call them.
Yeah,
like
you've
DLCs.
tested some of that. I think we just need to figure more about how. Because I know the Skate 3 still has to have like ways.
Well, it has the ability to run it, and that's all that matters. We
just need to know what it's looking for.
Like, because I would love to know, like, shit, dude. I mean, do you know what? Do you know what's funny? I was in the shower, right, and I was like, I do all my thinking in the shower or on the toilet, and like, I was thinking, like, dude, like, how long until we can run Doom in Skate 3? Like, legit.
Doom in Skate. You have a shader running.
Yeah, no, legit. Like, how long? Because I'm thinking about figuring it out. Because I'm telling you, we need Doom in Skate 3. Like, I want, dude. How long? How long?
You go and load up the Stadium Park, and then the video
Doom.
there is Doom gameplay.
It's like Helldivers.
No, I'm talking playable, boys.
No, I know what I mean, but you use that screen as something you could control the characters.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, that'd be cool. Maybe it like registers your inputs, like an Ollie's shoot or something.
I wonder if you could technically, you know how Wisp makes the native menu, right? I wonder if you could technically get Doom to work in that way.
Doom,
like a really crude like version,
like an ASCII version of Doom.
Yes, exactly.
It's just an ASCII text.
That's what they do on calculators. I swear someone's made that. They made fucking Doom in a PDF.
Yeah, dude, they've done it on Excel as well. It's been done, dude. At this rate, dude, fucking Doom's running on Doom. You know what I mean? It's just cooked. Yeah. You could probably run Doom off like water molecules or some shit. You know what I mean?
They did do it off on a cell.
Of what?
Cell. That's right.
No, they did.
A living organism, a cell.
That's insanity. What?
It was like 15 frames a second. Not 15 frames.
That's nuts,
one frame every 15 seconds. I think that's what it was.
I'm not even joking. I have literally, because I want to take a little break from like the proper the map stuff at the minute anyway, just because it's like
you say that and it's going to turn into like a day break and you're going to come right back. Just so
yeah, that's true. But what I might do is I literally might find a way to literally call an external file and then have Doom run. But then somehow
we
get it overlaid in Skate 3.
Possible. Like me, GH and Tukas have talked about it before. There's definitely a way you could get extra code to run. I just don't know how hooking and stuff works. Like I just don't know how that shit works.
See, I want it to run fully natively in Skate 3. I just don't know how. That is probably, let's be honest, that's tough. Like.
Yeah, you'd have to understand a little bit of how I'd have to get 3 works.
I'd have to download Doom in assembly. It would have to be assembly code version of Doom.
Yeah.
And then
isn't Doom originally? I think Doom is originally assembly code only, isn't it?
Probably, dude. I don't know, to be honest.
I could be wrong.
But I know we could. I'd just love to do that. Can you imagine that as a DLC? Maybe the minute you press play, it's like you're loading into the map, but it actually loads Doom.
I can see.
I mean, it's crazy, dude. Yeah, C code with a little assembly code. That's crazy.
Oh, it was Roller Coaster Tycoon that was made all in assembly.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, and it ran on everything because of it. Like it was amazing. But the guy was a psycho. Like, how can you do that? It's like, bro, you have to write like a fucking 30-page script just to have like a pixel on the screen. It's crazy. It's fucking insanity, like genuine insanity. But it runs on anything because of it. It would run on any computer at the time.
Anybody who's listening, there's assembly code is machine coding. Like that's the type of coding that only your PC is supposed to be able to know how to read.
Yeah,
and if people are making a whole video game out of it, it's crazy.
That's
insane. Yeah, that's insane.
It is wild. It is about as wild as it gets. I think it is. I think that is like the top level. I believe. I'm not sure. Yeah. I'm not a computer scientist, man, but I'm pretty sure that is the top dog. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's where we're at now. Anyway, well, like, what do you guys think the future is going to be? Like, what are your guys' predictions?
I can't wait for the DLC stuff because I want to see like somebody package a custom map with a custom character inside a DLC, and you immediately see the free play skater that they created. Plus the
and you could boot the map. Yeah,
it's all
like a Tony Hawk's or something. Imagine like because what I thought was like a Tony Hawk's thing, right? You could have all of the Tony Hawk's like Underground 1 maps plus a couple main characters that come with the DLC. You know?
Well, I can't wait for the beginner's guide to basically have all these these new maps. That's basically what's going to happen. Is it's going to be in the menu. Like it's just going to say, "Hey, there's Skate It, Skate 2, there's Skate 1. Whoa, there's Skate 4.
Skate, yes, no, not touching 4.
No,
yeah, not touching 4, not yet.
No, yeah, wait for it to die. Yeah,
yeah. Let's wait for it to die, or let's wait for
it so we can actually install it on our computer.
No, I was gonna say because isn't the thing now is also not only that you're trying to get the maps to show up in the menu, you get custom like shirts, custom clothing to pop up in the menu as well.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Custom recipe files.
I haven't even thought of that. Like,
because now it wouldn't be like you're replacing Shingo. It's literally like
it's
if
own.
you put Homer Simpson, it's Homer Simpson. Yeah,
right.
Like,
you're not replacing the Bessie file.
Yeah, you're not replacing
you just know how to make those keys to make it work.
Like you go into free play, you scroll down, it's there. You know.
Yeah, DLC is huge for anybody who doesn't know. Like, because right now, like every type of modding that is custom is through replacing something that exists in Skate 3. Now that the DLC is here, it's literally just it doesn't replace anything. It's just adding it, and that is
I think the DLCs are like now mod packs instead. That's like a real mod pack. Yeah.
Another way I like to think about it is, Spider-Man on PC, they had it to where you can just literally add a new slot to make a new suit. Like, so you don't have to replace suits. It's like that, basically.
Yeah, it's brand new.
It's sick as fuck.
Yeah, it's brand new, man. It's just
gonna be drag and drop. We're done.
Drag and drop done, and then you don't have to like delete the old one, and then create a new folder for your backups and stuff. It's you can just have as many as you want inside the game.
It's probably going to be that I'm going to put them into package files as well. So you just drag and drop it onto RPCS3, and it just installs
that would be insane.
So yeah,
that would be sick.
And then eventually it'll be, there'll be like, because me and Tugas were talking about, like like Thug Pro and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like we could have the best version that we could do of that for Skate 3. Like maybe we could build a launcher that boots Skate 3 from the launcher. So like it would.
I was saying this 3 years ago, 2 years ago, where we have our own custom RPCS3 fork just for Skate 3.
Straight up, that is what I've been thinking as well.
Because that's what they do for Melee, for Slippy.
Except just the basics.
Dude, Slippy would be such a good thing to
You're right, Slippy, but for Skate 3, that's what I was thinking.
What's Slippy? What is Slippy?
That's how you play Melee Online. Smash Melee Online.
Is it, what do I call Slippy?
SLIPPI.
It is so awesome.
So is it just a forked RPCS?
It's a GameCube game. So it's a forked Dolphin emulator.
That's cool. Oh, I see. Project Slippy.
Yeah. That community literally.
I've been thinking of doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, because this Smash community,
the HUD, nothing. You just
Melee community. Okay, the Melee was released in 2001. No online play. The community literally made their own online server and their own online, launcher. So this launcher could possibly just come with all the pre-existing mods, and you could just toggle whenever. It comes with the native menu. It comes with the DLCs. It comes with the custom models. It comes with the maps.
Yeah, see, that's what I kind of want to edge towards too. Like, because I did think, bro, I really exactly the same thing. Like, it would be our PCS3 on the back end, right? It would literally see Skate 3. It'd have the Skate 3 logo instead of our PS3 logo. It'd be on your desktop, say. You could run it. It would open Skate 3 instantly. There's no RPCS3 visually at all. It's all back end.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it boots straight into Skate 3. Like, and it's fully modded Skate 3. We could mod the main menu. Everything would look different. Like, it would be like you could go straight into like choosing mods, choosing a map to like instead of booting you into a map, it would let you choose what map to start, what you want to play. Like, just a full thing. Like, and it all runs off just the game and a no UI version of RPCS3, basically. But I don't even know how complicated that's going to be. So just, and you've got to think because it's got to be compatible with pretty much everyone.
Yeah,
which is difficult because RPCS3 is obviously behaves a lot different for different people. Like for me specifically, I have problems with the audio and I can't fix it.
So that's you know what I mean? That's kind of the back end portion of RPCS.
Yeah, but so we'd have to have some sort of settings still, but that's fine. We could. I think that might be a really plausible option as just one thing, and like you could have it auto because there's already auto updating. We could maybe piggyback the auto updating. So if we need to change something, it would change it for everyone. If we need to add something to the base game of Skate 3 that we've updated, when people open our PCS3, people open, I'm quoting with my fingers right now, Skate 3, then it would it would auto update and add everything new that we've added in updates. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So it would become its own sort of Rethought or Thug Pro, but for Skate 3. Yeah, that's the future, maybe. But it's a long ways away yet, I think. For something that detailed. It's all a tribulator we need.
Attribulator stuff. Crazy. Attribulator stuff has... Gavin has done a lot with the Attribulator stuff. More than, I think, like, even he, like...
I don't think he realizes,
Yeah, I don't think he... but he does realize, like, how important it is. But once we have Attribulator stuff...
Yeah.
It's going to be game over for, like...
Oh, absolutely,
it's going to be insane.
It's the next best thing to source code, literally.
Like, that's right. The whole time, never have mentioned this before, but we have debug for Skate 1, 2, but no 3.
Yeah.
Well, we do, but it's broken.
It's broken and fractured.
Yeah, and there was a couple people working on piecing it back together. I don't know if that's completely over with, but it's still possible that we could get that broken build running. Like, we do believe that most of it is still intact. Not intact, but like spread out through this hard drive.
Do you know what worries me a little bit? I've just had a thought, actually. I should probably start gearing towards maybe being able to make maps for Xenia as well, because if this debug does actually become defragged, we could, like, this could be, say, what we're talking about. Because Xenia's already pretty much no UI. You boot the game, you just drop, and it's... We could do like a Skate 3 like that a lot easier than RPCS 3. It's just all the tools are now RPCS 3. So, but because a debug build of Skate 3 would be the one you'd want to mess with, really.
Yeah.
If you're going to do something like that. I don't know yet, but who knows? I suppose we could mess with the real Skate 3 if we knew how the debug works. Once we've got all the symbols and stuff, it's game over.
If we've had a debug build this whole time for Skate 3, we would have been a lot further along with modding, that's for sure.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, there's so much we can still do without the debug working, but...
I mean, look how much you guys have done without it already.
Yeah, I can't even imagine what's possible in the future. But it's probably going to be... It's going to hit a point where I think there's going to be like a second... I'd say there has been a second... I would say there's going to be like a third resurgence of Skate 3 in the near future. Like a big, like...
Yeah.
Oh, there's going to be a big comeback for sure, because...
This could be the biggest.
You know what we need? We need our own. We need our own Steam Workshop app. For Skate 3.
Yes, we do.
You can just browse it and be like, "Oh, someone made this. Download. Someone made that."
I was thinking
there's a website called Mod.io, which is very similar, and you can subscribe to mods, and it'll add them to your game. And I did look at asking them about it, because you can contact the team and ask what game you want added. But the problem is, I don't know if they only add games that are kind of have gotten the okay from developers.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it's possible, but we could just make our own website or a launcher that piggybacks off GitHub.
Just
GitHub. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
A GitHub launcher.
There is this Uvernum modding. They do other games too. Like, there is definitely something out there that will allow us to upload something that you can say, "Hey, install," and then it goes straight into that directory you say to go.
I think it'd be better if we just made our own.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, it could be in the launcher itself, where it says update, and then you could see like a browser. You say models or maps. You say
and we just set we just set a certain requirements. You say it has to be a half decent picture, has to have a good description. Just the basics. So you're not getting flooded with loads of just kind of half effort stuff. And we could even say it has to meet a certain expectation or it would be removed.
It has to be kind of authenticated. Maybe.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, it has to be tested. It has to be.
Yeah.
Because
you can't. We don't want people uploading stuff that's a fucking, 12-year-old kids made it, and it's just really bad.
Or something that's really nasty for people to not want to see, and I don't want to see anything.
Or it's broken.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's tons of things we could do, but I think that'd be the options. I think the future would be that. I think it would probably be good to start work on it now. Maybe soon rather than later, because I think that's gonna take an extreme amount of effort.
Mm-hmm. I think once you guys get the DLC stuff figured out, and that's how people are making maps, I think then that's when transitioning it to.
But I mean, what's next apart from that? Isn't it? It's going to be that. It's like, okay, we need a launcher. We need because a Discord server to get mods is just not it. It's not reaching enough people, and it's not easy enough.
Sam's the guy to do that. He knows how to do stuff like that.
He has one.
He has his own custom launcher that launches Skate.
Yeah, we can work it out, dude. I'm sure it's not a problem. We can definitely do it. I think the UI would be funnest thing to make it look really cool and stuff. I don't know if you guys ever played Session, but the mod loader for Session, like that way that looks is really cool.
You mean Skater XL?
No, Session, and because Skater XL is built into the game and the loader, but like Sessions is like you use like an exe, you open it and you can boot the game. So you just give it the location of where it is, and it saves it, and then like there's maps on there. If you want to play them, you just double click the map and it just boots the game into that map, basically. It's a cool way of doing it, but I think they have to do that because of the way that they mod the game. But to be fair, because we got DLC packs and stuff, who cares? You just open the game, you got your mods,
Yeah.
But we would need to find the address, so probably Tally would be up to you. So find the address to like. So at the start of the game when it's scanning for downloadable content, so what it's doing is reading the folder. It would be good if you could find that address so you can force to scan for downloadable content anytime.
Oh, that should.
So you could leave the game open. You could like leave the game open, add a mod, and then just press a button or whatever in the menu, and it'll just scan again.
Yeah. Smokey's idea. When you hit start, you have that downloads the DLC thing on the top right.
Is that actually a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
It would open up the store page, whatever console you were on, but you could probably redirect that to.
Yeah, to anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then maybe only if you've downloaded something, when you back out, it'll know you've downloaded something, and then it'll just kick the refresh of scanning for downloadable content.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And do that. I'm sure we could do that. I'm definitely sure we could do that. Whatever function it's calling, we could just get it to do that again.
I swear, Skate 3 is be the most modded emulated game right now.
It is. Yeah, it's the most modded console-only game as well. Like, because this never released on PC. I don't know of any other.
It doesn't even feel like an emulated game to me anymore.
I'm playing it right now, and I'm on PC. That's awesome. I remember when I first figured out that Skate 3 was on PC, dude. I ran and started searching to see if there was a modding community. There was. Got in contact with Madman. Oh man, it was so awesome first figuring out that this was possible.
Dude, first time I ever booted the game on PC, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
No, I remember. I joked because I remember talking to Cowplex. This was probably like 2018 or something like that, 2019, where we talked about emulation. We're like, has anyone tried emulating Skate 3? And lo and behold, Madman has a video of him on Skate 3 where everything was all stuttery, the frames were ass, the shadows were inverted to white, like it was bad. But we're like, hey, it's a thing. It's someone started working on
it. Yeah. It's happening. Yeah.
I remember when I first tried it, all of my shit was like I was in Tron. Like it was like
really?
It was like blue hashtags everywhere. It was like wireframed. I was wireframed. It was because I had like a certain CPU or something. That was like in 2017 maybe.
Dude, I remember when it was probably not even long before then that because PS3 emulation is fairly new. Well, it's not. It doesn't feel new anymore, but.
Not at all.
It hasn't been around as
of things. Yeah, I mean, now we're teetering on PS4 emulation, Xbox One emulation. So I don't know if you guys have heard, but there's this project called Xwine.
No.
It's not out yet, but get this: it's not emulating. It's running on Windows hardware, booting Xbox One games.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Oh,
it just it does something with window. It's like a window thing. But because Xbox One is basically it is a PC, essentially it's just it's something to do with the front end of it's just completely different.
Has that Windows in it?
Yeah, it's basically it is a PC. So this X1 project, this guy is or this team, no idea, but they can basically you'll have it'll literally say Forza Horizon 2 on your desktop, right? You'll click it and it boots the game. There's no bullshit. and it's pretty much 1-to-1 performance with your PC because it's a PC. You know what I mean?
And that's when I was like, you know how like Xbox One has basically an emulator in itself to do backwards compatibility. I asked Sam, I was like, doesn't that mean we could play Skate 3 on this? Because it's emulating Xbox One, which emulates Xbox 60, you know? And so
I got excited because
that's
I thought you could as well, but I'm not sure yet.
I don't think
we're not sure how it's gonna work.
Well, because I got annoyed because I was said to Tugas, I said, bro, like we're gonna be able to just. I said honestly, like the future skate modding is probably going to be Xbox anyway. And then I sent him X-Wine, and he was like, "Oh, that's interesting, but it's not really Skate 3 related." I was like, "How come?" And he was like, "Well, it's an emulator, isn't it? Like, you know." And but then I got so upset then because I was like, "Bro, because I'm not joking. I swear." So I knew that you could buy, if you had an Xbox 360 copy of Skate 3, you could play it, right? I have one; it works and everything, right? But I thought because they did a re-release for Skate 3, they did. For Xbox One, there's literally it's an Xbox One disc, Xbox One box art, everything. But it turns out it's still emulating. Yep. They just reprinted the discs, and I was so pissed, bro, because I was like, dude, like, number one, that's greedy as fuck. Number two, like, fuck you, because we could have really used it being on Xbox One. You know what I mean? And
a long time ago,
but sad anyway.
They updated it for Xbox One X to get that.
I know, I had it, man, on my Series X.
Quality.
It looked nice, dude. Like, it was fucking 4K, like running 4K, and it would be like 60 FPS solid. More than that, even, I think. I don't fucking know. I can't remember. Yeah, it was nice, dude. And it's just more clarity. Like things are a bit more like like the distance things are just a bit nicer and stuff. But
wasn't that reprint because of PewDiePie?
That had to do with it a little bit.
Yeah, they were reprinting because of PewDiePie. Got popular.
It just got so popular again that they had to reprint it. I wonder how many copies. I don't know if it was ever public how many more they printed.
I don't know. I looked on the eBay and it was like the only one I could find was it was $13. I don't know why it was showing me American stuff, but it was $13 for a copy. But when I found out it was like it's an Xbox 360 game. There's not been like re-exported from the game engine as like a Xbox One thing. It kind of sucked. I've really got excited, man, because if X1 can emulate, cool. But we're at Square One anyway, then. So what does it matter, you know?
So it's good that we've done all this, you know.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it would be amazing if we could maybe one day get the game files. Like if we could extract everything from the e-boot, have it fully like, all the source code ripped, everything ripped, and then figure out a way to get it working on, Windows. But I don't even know how that would be. Like, I mean, shit, dude! Look how long it took just to make like Super Mario 64.
Be
completely that. You know what I mean? That came out in 1996. So it might be a while.
Now you can run that. You can run that in Ocarina of Time now.
Yeah. Ocarina of Time's fully.
I feel like we're going to skip a generation because we're all got the PS2, GameCube generation. Imagine the PS3 generation gets there first.
That'd be insane. I gotta try it then.
The thing is, I mean, I just don't know because it's so. But the thing is, it's hard to tell because we don't know what could happen. For all we know, like next week, someone could literally dump the actual source code.
There's that chance.
That is true. Like, who would have thought? Like, go back in time and say, "Hey guys, there's actually a Carnival DLC. Like, it's just not out right now."
We'll eventually get it. I always heard about it in videos and stuff because like skate videos, like you'd hear people talking about Carnival DLCs and shit, right?
Yeah.
And like we got it. It's on my desktop. It's on my fucking computer right now. I've used that to make the DLC pack.
That's literally like a documentary like segment right there.
It's just wild.
It all started with a link to Hidden Palace.
And like shit, dude, like that dude, like that Mike Wazowski dude in the DLC, like what? Like who would have ever guessed that?
Yeah, what are they? Fucking alien hats, NPCs running around.
And dude, that was like
DLC on Living
last
World.
month that all this came out. Like, it's crazy, man. Who knows what's gonna come out in like a year?
Can we extract those NPCs and put into our game?
We have.
Oh, we've got him, dude.
T did it.
Yeah, it's a character. You could play him. You could play.
No. I meant like actually like add him to the living world of NPCs that roam around.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yes, we can. We replace a pedestrian.
No. You don't replace. And we're in the era of adding now.
Oh, we add the AI.
Stop being a peasant, dude.
Oh, do you know what?
I'm stuck in 2025.
That's a really good point, right? I wonder if with the DLC pack, if I install the DLC pack, because I can repack it now and make it work on PlayStation. If I do that, I wonder if the arena files are going to be different. So I'll have to figure that out. But I wonder if I install that, will he just walk around anywhere? Or if it's like, I wonder how it works. I wonder if you just become like one of the pool of people that could spawn in or something.
That's what I'm saying. Like, wouldn't that have like, if you're replacing or adding that pedestrian, what are you calling that to? Like, how will it know where to walk and how will it know?
Yeah, exactly.
When to stop
where to
and
spawn. And
well, I thought there was line pathing for all like pedestrians universally, because I thought it was insane that when we ported the Skate 2 maps, that there were AI skaters skating around in the map because they knew where to go. I was like, what? Yeah. Like, oh yeah, that was part of the information that came with the map. I was like, oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, that was
sick. That was sick.
But we couldn't have the cars driving around at the same time, though, which was kind of weird. So that must be just different.
I'll tell you what they need to add now, though. Instead of it being a native menu thing, Tuka should make it where it's a DLC, all the maps for Skate 2. So you can keep University, and if you just want to play Skate 2, you can just boot up the DLC.
There you go.
That would fix
the stuttering. Eventually we could do that for Skate 1. Skate 1's map could be DLC.
Yep.
That would fix the crashing and the stuttering. Really.
Everything. It would fix everything, dude. It's just boom, there you go. You boot straight into Skate 2.
Insane.
If you want it, insane indeed, my friend. Insane indeed. What we need to do next is like pull HUDs and be able to have HUDs running off DLC or something. So we could like have the Skate 1 HUD if you want, the Skate 2 HUD.
When you load in, you know what I mean? They keep changing depending on which one you're in.
What map you're loaded in? The sidekick pulls out. Man.
Who knows, dude?
I do think that's within the realm of possibilities if we can fully figure out the limits we can push with DLC. Because right now with DLC we can just
somehow.
Yeah, we can add quite a bit of stuff with just DLC. It's awesome. This is huge.
Anything you can call, and like I'm not joking, anything you can call from the game, any classes or find, you can call them. So you can do you literally can do anything. You really can. The only thing we can't probably do is make new classes or whatever, right? Because that's like actually editing the game code. So that would be like editing the e-boot, and then it's like that would be. I mean, that is I don't know anything about that sort of stuff, but like
it is possible that we can mod the e-boots, but that stuff's really hard to read. That isn't something you can just decompile at all.
No, it's I don't even understand it. I don't even have a program that can look into it. So it's pretty much not my.
That's definitely a Wisp question for sure.
Yeah,
he's gonna take another class again.
If Wisp was here, dude, oh man, that would have been just. He would have had so many things to say. I feel like.
Mm-hmm. Episode 2.
Honestly, just him and Tukis, that'd be
him fun. And Tukis. Yeah,
it would have to be in a finish though, because
an hour earlier.
Yeah, you'd have to literally subtitle it all.
No.
It wouldn't be a podcast that way though.
We have to get like an AI agent in the call.
No. YouTube does this auto dubbing feature now.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's horrible.
It's dumb.
Dude, Instagram does it too. You don't even realize you're watching it. You'll be watching something. You won't even realize it's dubbed.
No.
Scary, dude.
That is scary.
All right. So is that all we caught up? We got into the future.
That's the future.
That's been it. We've been going 2.5 hours. Let's go.
That long enough?
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good podcast.
That is pretty good for all three of us and all of our stories.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first podcast.
Yeah, you guys sound really nerdy, by the way. You're fucking nerds.
Yeah, sorry, I don't work a construction job.
Yeah.
My man.
So yeah,
where's the tutorials gonna be at?
The tutorial. I'm not making tutorials for this shit, man. You can make the tutorials. You know what you're doing.
Oh hell no! This shit way too complicated.
Sanjay needs to make the tutorials.
Oh,
you know what the tutorial will be? A 5-second video of me putting that pup file into my emulator.
Yeah, that's all it needs, man. That's all you need.
The tutorial is it's just a text that says "figured out yourself."
No, Todd Howard.
I'll tell you what.
I'll
make a tutorial, but I'm making a 2010 tutorial. I'm using a notepad for the explanation, and I'm having some fucking.
You keep alt tabbing to notepad to type out what you're saying.
The floor, blue background with white text.
Yeah, exactly. And 480p as well.
Didn't you get like a video when you were like looking up something? You got one that would like blared that music and did that exact thing. When you were looking how to use a tool, dude, you got one.
Yes, it was. When was it? It was like last week or some shit.
Yes, it was so.
It was some obscure thing I was looking for, and it was like,
it was so loud.
It was just ridiculous.
Okay.
Yeah, I got jump scared by it. Yeah.
I will make a video about all the custom models and maps and shit when you guys have like fully like figured out the whole DLC situation.
Yeah, when it's really cool to look at. Yeah.
DLC,
yeah, because that'll be definitely interesting to show off in video.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
guys.
Especially
if it worked this
on
server
console, out of nowhere, that'd be tight.
Oh yeah, get to work on console and just USB like.
Yeah, we should.
I would dig out
Siri.
my 360 to do that for sure.
Siri would be the one to try it.
Yeah, he doesn't care about his console. He'll fuck it up.
He was so good to try this.
I'll get T to sort it, man, because T's got a modded PS3 and everything, and like he's quite good at it. So
T is the man.
Kid's a fucking genius, man. Like legit, like a bit of a genius. I'll get that dude to test one of the DLC packs I made, see if it works.
When are we gonna see a test DLC?
I've made one. I've made one you can download to check it out.
Yeah, he didn't like what's it called?
He
didn't pack it up, but it literally is.
So you have one to test already.
Yeah, so I have it's not in a package file. It's like when you download that DLC off the skate mod in Discord.
The wrap file stuff, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a wrap file in the folder. And all it is just like a little brick map. Like you spawn into the world and it's just like a flat plane of brick with a brick texture. And then you've got like a main menu just says
and it's not replacing anything, right? It's its own.
Yeah, it's its own thing, yeah.
Oh man, that's
yeah, you'll never see it say replace anymore, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah, we'll never have.
I am gonna make like 50 of them. And just see what the limit is on that menu. See if there is a limit.
Yeah, I don't think there will be. Listen, I did it on accident where I did it on accident where the native menu where I accidentally made so many buttons that it was just infinite. Like it literally just fucking like
it just keeps going.
Yeah. It took from category to category to category all into one fucking slide. It was insane. I was like, I'm scared my game's about to crash, but no, it literally was stable. Because it went up to my fucking second monitor. Like, I don't know. It was really weird. God. It was really fucking weird. Yes, it was really. I was scared.
I broke something. The game is over.
That's crazy.
But I don't think there will be a limit on the menu. But there could be a limit on how big the maps could be on the DLC because they're not like a main district. I don't know.
I don't know, dude.
I don't think so. I think
we shall see.
I think there is going to be a map limit, period, but I don't think it has anything to do with it being DLC or not.
It's just what would show up on the UI.
Right.
That's about it.
Yeah. I don't even know if there will be a limit. I really don't.
I don't think so either. I think it's just meant to infinitely scroll if it needs to scroll.
Like the base game, I feel like there could be a limit just purely because of all the memory it's trying to pull, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
there's probably ways to get around
DLCs, I don't know.
I feel like we could get around that though if we had our own custom build of RPCS3, because then we could literally make it work for that instance. Like we could force Skate.
We should make our own fork for sure. Yeah.
Because right now it's emulating, like we're emulating it, so the game has to work to its best ability. But if we really wanted to, we could push the limits of Skate 3 using the emulator.
Like we don't even know how many subcategories can even be on there, right?
Yeah, an extra tab. Yeah. That's right. So you would have a tab for the base, and then you make another tab for.
Well, if we get like attribulator stuff, yeah, we could definitely do tabs and shit.
We could do that now. We could literally do that with DLC. Like, you know, when you press start, you've got challenge map, online map, replay editor, trick guide, and settings. You could add another one. You could add a fourth.
You could have another button.
You could add your own fucking.
You could do what you want.
What?
You could do anything. Anything.
The native menu is gonna be in the game.
I thought we had to have attribulator stuff for something like for menu.
No, you can do all that with DLC. All you need to know, literally.
Why didn't you say that?
Oh my!
Yesterday,
I said an hour ago. Dude, that's all. I'm telling you, that's all you need, right? And all you have to do, like, so the tool Gavin made rips a lot of the classes and stuff.
That makes sense because if you don't have Art Gallery DLC, the party play thing is gone.
You're
it's
right.
Not there.
Oh yeah,
you're right.
Yeah, dude. When I installed the DLC from the Xbox version onto the PS3 for the first time for testing, I had the DLC sound effects tab. In audio, like, you can do anything.
Party play is its fucking own DLC too.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
you just oh my god, it all makes sense.
Bro, just download the Party Play DLC and just change it so it keeps the extra button, duplicates it, name it native menu, and then just have it run whatever the fuck you need it to
Party
run.
Play doesn't even have to be Party Play anymore. It could literally just be like play by yourself play.
It could be maybe if the online gets fully working, like custom online, you know, like no servers. Maybe that's
online,
how you connect.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's this is amazing.
All right.
Maybe it can have current players online and shit like that.
We're going to go on for another hour of this, dude. Oh my god.
That's how it feels to talk.
Future talk is fun. I like talking about the future of skating. It really is like
ideas.
Hey, you know
5 years ago, there was no way I would have thought we could
regroup a year later and talk about what has progressed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do it.
Maybe Wisp should look into again because this would probably. I know we should stop now, but just one final thing.
Yeah,
you guys were saying if we fork. It could work if we make that one instance work. Well, remember our game crashed.
We could force our
more than
PS3 not to crash.
More than 6 people in a server. Remember it crashed? What if we fucking figured that out?
Oh yeah, exceed the player limit in online.
You just have like 50 people in a lobby.
Skate 4, but it's basically the Skate 2 map.
Oh my god!
Because
dude, anything, dude, anything possible.
It's insane. Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
Wow.
There are benefits to being on emulator, that's for sure.
I'm sorry for everyone that's on console. You have to get a good PC to run emulator.
Yeah. Unless the DLC works on console, then you guys might be saved.
I think it will. I think
that
it will.
Would be, dude. If you actually can do that, that would be.
I don't have a PlayStation. If I had a PS3, I'd test it. But I know there's a couple
Wisp does. I think.
Yeah. Do you know what he said? He said he would send me one. He was like, I could send you one, but the shipping fees and shit. I was like, it's okay, bro. I'm not joking. I'd never spoken into him before, and he's 30 seconds in. He was like, I could send you a PS3, bro. It's like, if you live,
we all want the same. We're all after the same goal. That's why it's like, oh, this guy's doing stuff. You should
have heard what he was gonna do for the fucking online. He was gonna brick his own. He was gonna brick it.
That's crazy. That's wild.
All right, I'm gonna end it here. I'm ending it here. This is gonna be way too long.
Yeah, I can already feel
kids, the CPU matters.
The CPU matters. 8 core or more.
Yeah,
that's it. Final message.
Final message. By the way, we're on Spotify now. I didn't mention that at the beginning, but we are on Spotify.
Don't use Tally No Fall for trick lining. Later.